is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome to a very special stream. I'm actually going to Wow, that was like nothing. Jesus Christ. What is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome to a very special stream for you guys. It's actually in celebration of my girlfriend's birthday. You guys remember Abby from the streams?
Hi!
Hey, it's Dan! Hey, it's Brick Toaster! Thank you guys so much for all the... Oh god! NCR, yes! Homeless man! Okay, some dude there, YG, Dan the Bush guy, NCR, Jacob, both Sorkin and Hoyt, Peter Salas. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Guys, okay, so this is, as you can tell, is not like our normal stream. I'm actually doing something much different. Hello, I changed my name and my birthday is tomorrow. Mushy Animations, formerly known as Whatever Devs. Welcome to the chat. Okay, so, well, for starters, hey, if it's your birthday tomorrow, happy early birthday, man. Dude, I love D&D. Want to play too? Matthew, also welcome to the chat. Yeah, guys, we're playing some D&D. This is something I've been wanting to do for the channel for a little while now. But really, I've been wanting to get like stuff set up and like get proper, you know, everything set up properly. This is literally going to be an experimental stream. If this goes good, then maybe down the road, maybe not too far in the future, maybe a little bit down the future, I'm gonna start doing like incorporating like a D&D thing, a D&D night for the week, which would be pretty freaking cool on my part. I got this awesome campaign idea, but for right now, we're just gonna do our normal stuff. Currently, Victor, welcome to the chat. Drake UYT City, welcome to the chat as well. B-Day buddies! And also, don't forget guys, today is also Drake YT's birthday as well. Happy birthday, Drake! Anyways, so basically right now, everybody's characters are level 3. We started this campaign literally just like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right?
Yep.
We've just been traveling.
We've been playing for 3 weeks.
How do you I'll open MS Paint and I'll draw the adventure and I'll send it through Discord. If you want to do that, YG, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. Also, Dan the Bush guy, I am actually not using my PS4 currently. I'm actually using my computer. My computer is actually over there. It's holding my camera. I'm using a Logitech. Hello, everyone. If it is a little laggy, I do apologize.
Or a little loud.
Or a little loud, I apologize. Oh gosh, why does your computer do this?
Oh, is it not?
Hold on.
You might have to set it to one. Make sure it's playing. Otherwise it'll stop. Yeah, just make hit live. Click live. There you go.
Some dude mail just said, happy birthday, Abby, you freaking frack. But anyways,
thank you!
So yeah, basically, we're all level 3. I'm the DM, but I'm also playing a character just because, I want to make sure they don't die right away. So, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of, for those of you who don't know, this is my buddy Briggs. You guys call him Brick Toaster, but it's actually Briggs. He's an awesome dude. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead, but on PS4, not related to this stream at all. That is correct. No, the PS4 is not related. Oh, you're asking just in general? I believe there's a way to do it. There are some YouTube tutorials that'll teach you how to do it. But honestly, I do not know how to I don't know how to just screen record, like just have the camera set up for PS4. There's a way to do it. I just don't know. Radioactive Pulp's like, it's Brick Toaster.
You guys are gonna see some mad rolls tonight.
Who's Will Byers in this situation? That is yet to be seen yet. Sorry for spam. No, it's okay, Jacob. You're fine. Winter, did you see the downloaded remake? I'm excited to see you play. Yes, I did, Matthew. I'm actually going to be recording it tomorrow when I'm either before or after me and Radioactive Wolf are recording. OG Gamer 50,000 says happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on one second.
Are we getting a lot of... I'm sorry, my computer's...
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just looking back at
stuff.
Looking for a comment from Jacob Sorkin. Flores. Yeah, 12 people watching right now.
Woo!
Here's knocks on the door. FBI, open the door and let me play with you. I apologize. This is actually a private table. Currently set for 3. You need to be this level of nerdiness to play with us.
This level.
Massive nerdiness.
Also, Matthew says, happy birthday, Abby.
Oh, thank you.
NCR's like, I refuse to say happy birthday. But instead he'll say he'll do a savage dab.
All right.
Abby, how old are you? Asked Peter Salas.
I am 24.
Jacob is. Did I not get the right? Did I not get the right comment? Jacob, you might have to resend it because I probably can't see it. Happy birthday! Celebration noises from Dan the Bush Guy. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
All right. Anyways, so. Comicus comes in and turns the table, sending Dungeons and Dragons crap everywhere. Aw, Comicus, Dungeons and Dragons is fun. Well, there you go. I'm here with you. I'll be making moves in chat. Roll for me. Oh, NCR. I will keep that in mind. Actually, that'd be a pretty cool idea for future streams. If I do end up making this like a weekly thing or something, you know, down the road, that'd be really cool to have name NPCs after you guys. That'd be pretty cool. Actually, where's my straw?
I don't know where your straw is at.
No, I need my straw.
You don't need a straw.
I need a
I've
straw.
got like all the die fours.
I need to look awesome. I had glass dice, but it broke. Yeah, glass dice isn't exactly the... Glass dice is...
Those are more collectible items.
Yeah, those are more collectible items than they are practical. Can you put Moonlight lyrics? Peter Salas, I am new to all of this. I actually don't know what that means.
Oh my lord.
If you're talking about like actual like a song, Moonlight? I don't think I know a song named Moonlight. Every single enemy shall be named Son of Satan, aka NCR. I will have that duly noted. Like a nerd brain behind my...
I already made it nerd rain.
I can see that, and I guarantee you they all see that. No, I had it on my shelf and I fell. Ooh, dude, damn, that sucks, bro.
So he was collecting it.
All right, we're just kind of getting stuff set up real quick, and then we're gonna get started on the adventure right away.
That was. I probably don't need these ones, but they're gonna stay there anyway. We'll leave those there too.
Oh, that's amazing.
Got a large number of dice. I don't need this many out. But
I'm like me because I need like all my die 20s because I have issues with dice. Sometimes. And sometimes.
Comicus Files. Winter gets out a plastic straw. Recycle police come barging through the door. He's using a plastic straw. Arrest him.
Is that the straw you're talking about?
Yes.
The other one that's right there?
Yes. That's the one. Alright, thank you. I love you.
I know you do.
Jacob Sorkin is not appreciative of my comments. Search it up, Moonlight lyrics. I will look that up, but probably not right this second.
Because we're about to get started.
So,
Do a quick recap.
Another settlement needs help. I will mark it on your map. Thank you, OG.
Do a quick recap.
Okay, so I know a better game you could play. 100 pickup throws game pieces on the floor. Actually, that's funny that you would mention that. If you guys ever watch the Game Grumps, they actually do a segment called Flipping the Table, where they play board games and everything. I actually love that, and I really like watching stuff like that. It's really cool.
Okay.
I actually am subscribed to a few board game playing channels. But anyways, not the point. So basically, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna give you guys, paint you guys a little bit of a word picture, kind of a recap on what happened in our last session. But again, this is kind of an experiment, so we're just going to kind of see how this goes. Also, one other thing. If any of you are rule Nazis, I don't know what to tell you. We play by the rules 90% of the time, and I fudge the rules the other 10% of the time, because sometimes I improvise monsters just a smidge. Whether they're just a little bit weaker or a little bit stronger. So, Top arrests himself, top 10 anime plot twists. NANI?!
Is Abby going to get...
Yeah, is Abby going to get aggro if she loses?
No.
She might get a little kind of sad if her character dies. And trust me, that is definitely a possibility.
Oh, no. Right,
so, before we get started, we're going to go ahead and just have everybody introduce themselves and their characters. Starting with the birthday girl.
Okay, so I play a Wood Elf Ranger named Leah Diamond Dew. From the Diamond Dew clan. And
your class?
I said I was a ranger.
Did you say you were a ranger?
I said I was a Wood Elf Ranger.
Well, in that case, you have successfully done what I asked you to do, and I'm just dumb. And then, Briggs?
Human sorcerer named Loki.
Yes, same Loki. And then,
I play him with gusto and not very well at all. Unlike my Deadpool character, which I played flawlessly.
You shouldn't have said Nani. Wait for memes to come. Oh no. I like how Briggs is still out of camera shot. That's actually my choice. Briggs is a shy individual. He'll warm up eventually, but for now, just
you'll get a glimpse every now and then,
yeah,
like a hand or sometimes a face.
It just depends.
Yeah, the more comfortable he gets, the more he'll show his face. But for right now, let's all just be nice and accept Briggs for the awesome individual that he is. High five. Yeah. But
I used to be like him, and then I became.
Yeah, then you started hanging out with me.
Then I started hanging out with Casey. So.
I posted my dice collection in disc. I feel insignificant, nerds. I do feel insignificant. Single teardrop down my face.
I would show you.
I am Jacob Sorkin, and I am and I am the beat of all time.
That didn't work.
Word up, Jacob. So, anyways, give you guys a quick recap of everything
That's probably small.
So, basically, just a little bit of a backstory on.
I don't have a Discord, or I do, but I don't use it. So.
It's okay, buddy. Anyways, so just a quick recap, just a little bit of background for each of these characters. Also, just to let you guys know, even though I am the DM, I'm also playing as a player. Not really a player per se, but more of just a character to keep them from dying too quickly, because otherwise this would be the shortest campaign ever with just 2 people. So aside from being the
the one that you and I did that
yes,
one
just
time?
like the one me and you did that one time. It was bad. You guys don't want to know. We got eaten by wolves on the first day. It was pretty bad. Even though I fudged the numbers a little bit to give us an advantage, we still died.
I'm out of arrows. Can I use my bow?
You can use your bow, but it's an improvised weapon of die 4. Anyways, my character, the character that's going to help them is named Havoc. He is a half-orc cleric of Odin. He is literally just there to heal and bash things with his mace.
And help when we need it.
Yeah, I give you guys slight advice and hints, but honestly, for the most part, these guys have to figure it out themselves.
And we do a pretty good job.
Has Abby got any gray hairs yet?
No.
Nope. Abby has strawberry blonde hair. Her hair won't turn gray. It'll probably turn pure blonde. Or white. My money is on white. But that's going to be pretty few numbers of years in the future.
I have white and gray.
You two gave me no notification. Cole, welcome to the chat, buddy.
And dragons that I was born with.
Anyways,
Like they were
that are held up by that hold up Halo.
so to give you guys a little bit of a background, basically this isn't a traditional the traditional Dungeons and Dragons continent. This is actually a different continent that I actually created myself. I do that in my free time when I'm bored because I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with a group of like 8 to 10 people. Went back when I was in high school and junior high. So I just started writing down ideas. Basically, this is a world called, what did I say it was?
Oh shoot.
Was it Elias? I think.
Yes.
Yes. The country and continent that this is. That's right. This entire country is the continent, which is Elias. It is a land with it's very kind of like map-wise. It is very similar to how the Hunger Games is, except for instead of there being 12 districts, it's 5 provinces, and then a capital province right in the center. I'd show you a map, but my drawings are crude and do not look good.
I think this was I don't know.
Basically,
Most likely.
the country has been under distress for the last about 6 years since the war against the demons ended. The current king, whose name I wrote down. Hold on a second.
They retired a few seconds.
I know. Another.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I actually have a little bit of a. Why the places does everything revolve around the Norse mythology? It's not Norse mythology. Just my character happens to be a follower of Odin. That's it. You gave up on the mispaint idea. Too much work. That's okay, YG. I appreciate you trying anyways. Music Moonlight lyrics. I'm working on it, but I'm getting no results. Because that doesn't help that I'm using the computer to read the comments. Uses straw, gets poisoned, and Recycle Police says he deserved it. Pretty accurate. Happy B-Day, Abby called says.
Thank you.
Nerd! Yes, I am, Sag. Thank you.
We all are.
Even do it's 12, lol. Happy birthday, Frosty Abs.
Thank you.
From Static. I order you to create special NPCs based on the chat people. I will gladly do that. I will, actually.
We will do that.
I will have fun with it, too. You guys are such geeks. Living room face reveal. What up? I'm a nerd, and I'm a dork, and I have accepted it. I'm wearing a Finn Balor shirt. What do you got to say? I'm wearing glasses and have a pencil behind my ear. You should play GTA 5 online. Probably will at some point. But for right now, I'm okay. I have to buy a GTA 5 first.
You dabbed.
Yeah. Alright, so I actually have a little bit of a background story for you guys, so you guys can. I wrote it down just for my own when I was designing it. So designing the whole like some of the main story campaign story I came up with, and also you know, just because it helps. Take off your glasses and say eat. Eat? Alright, anyways, so 10 years ago, the kingdom of Elias lived in peace and thrived, but then out of nowhere, the kingdom was being attacked by hellspawns and demons who were proficient in magic and destruction, and more specifically, destruction magic. Evocation, more specifically, in B&D case. The war went on for about 6 years. Excuse me. Until the war was finally won by the humans, elves, so on and so forth. The human plane essentially, it was won, but just barely, as the kingdom was almost burned to the ground due to evocation magic done by demons. The kingdom was saved by 5 warriors who were equipped with anti-magic weapons and armor. Pretty obvious why that would be the case. For their services to the kingdom, they have been given the greatest honor, which is to be titled Baron. In other words, of the 5 provinces that there are, a Baron, in other words, one of these 5 warriors, is the ruler of that province. Is there? Does anybody else have no idea what the f he is talking about? Red Death says hi.
Hi.
Hi, Red Death. Exactly. You gotta use your imagination, guys. I'm painting you a word picture. It's up to you to use your imagination to picture how this is actually going down. In the meantime, we're still gonna roll down everything that's going to happen, and basically you'll see the look of disappointment if one of us dies.
It would most likely be me.
Or me.
Or you. Hey, but we no longer have the health of Squishy.
That's
Too
true.
true. Anyways. They rule the 5 provinces of their country, but they will still answer to the king's authority, which I have the king written down as King Brian. I did not write down his last name because I didn't think about it. His name is King Brian. That's all you need to know.
King Brian called.
Well, I'm down with that. King Brian called. That is the name of the king of this land. The king not only hates demons, but now he blames magic for the near destruction of the kingdom. Magic is now nearly illegal, and it is obvious that the king has become corrupt, showing favoritism to the nobility. Called, how dare you? I am not Brian. All right. No problem, Cole. I'll give you a different NPC. Don't worry. And then Clavicus blew them all out of existence. The end. Roll credits. This story was written by M. Night Shyamalan, apparently. Alright, anyways. It is a hard time for the people living in the kingdom, and unfortunately, there are very few heroes left to help with all the problems in this kingdom, as the laws prohibit a lot of people being able to protect the innocent of the world. Homeless man for the win, according to this stage. Basically. Oh. Are you ready, kids? Hi, Captain. I can hear. I am personally offended by the fact that I'm someone I can't see. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Cole, originally King Brian was a very kind and gentle ruler. He ruled with a little bit of an iron fist, but for the most part was a very nice guy. But then demons kind of just ruined his life. He had a family.
Don't they all?
He still has a family. He just now he's scared of the world around him. Anyways, so to put it in a little bit of perspective, basically there are 5 provinces that were all designed, that are all different climates. They all make money for the kingdom, but in different ways. I chose not to give them actual names because of the fact that most of the time NPCs come up with just a variety of names for their land. Basically, I just have it separated into a desert province, a forest province, a riverlands province, a swamp province, and a mountain province, which is typically covered in snow. We need a Brig Mac reveal. And then Wizard Red Death stuck his magic wand and said, "Want a second?" No, I'm good. I'll pass. He is scared of his family. Alright, anyways. And then obviously there's the capital, and the capital is always doing absolutely fabulous, but it's also the most corrupt, and basically in this realm, guards are very, very horrible. They really just care about themselves. Oh, and promotions for themselves. So in other words, we're surrounded by douchebags. Basically, the practice of magic is either outlawed or you are forced to charge for it. And thus, clerics have to charge for healing wounds, and they can only practice magic so much. Wizards are forced to stay at very low level unless they are Grand Wizard or Grand Sorcerers, then they can't be touched, really. The guards can try, but more than likely they will get killed. The Grand Sorcerers don't get involved in the wars, in the affairs of the people, because of the fact that they don't want to fight the Barons. Because they still have their anti-magic armor and weapons. It's just not a pretty sight. More than likely, it would end up with the destruction of each other, and the sorcerers don't care. They'll just, stay away. Gotta go. BRB in 30 minutes. Okay, buddy. And as he went to a gay and straight strip club, I saw Briggs, and he is blowed. I don't know. Maybe you saw your hair. I think he meant to say you're blonde. Which is ironic because only the top of your head is. The rest of your hair is like black.
Black and blue.
Black and blue.
Yep.
The
BTW, doesn't Winter look kind of badass? What? I saw his face.
No.
Alright, anyways, so the thing is, so there tends to be a lot of, there is a revolution again, more like an internal civil war, a revolution against the capital, but, you know, but it's a secret revolution because the fact that if they were known, the guards would basically just kill them all. The barons are very powerful. They probably would just wipe out any resistance that they knew about. At this point, the baron kind of understands that there is a resistance, but he also knows they're too chicken to do anything. Our story began with the introduction of Leah Diamond played by Abby, of course. She's over there. You guys can't see her. She's off camera. She's getting her water bottle. Basically, she's a foreigner from another country. She is from the Sunset. What was it? The
Sunset Forest.
Yeah, the Sunset Forest. Basically, she's a representative of the Diamond family, which they do a lot of trading with the desert province because of the fact that they do rely a lot on outside resources. Because of the fact that they're mostly gosh, what did I write down for that? For the desert province. May not seem like a valuable resource, but truthfully the desert sands hide gem mines, an excellent source of hiding locations for quick getaways. Roll for perception. I want to search for a weakness in the game master. Someone saw breaks? Quick! Wipe their memories! Delete! 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 Delete!
Delete!
Yes, we're that big a nerd. For a second, guys, one timestamp. Instead of painting the full moment, I'll just paint the scenario.
Sounds great.
Sounds good. Everyone leaves as Casey starts telling the story for the next half hour. He does not realize he is talking to himself. Alright, hold on. Just for the sake of FCR. You rolled a nat 1. The Game Master is almighty and undefeatable. He is the biggest fiend, yet the greatest hero this world has ever seen. And just so that, I am not faking this. Briggs, would you mind checking to make sure you see the nat 1? That's right here.
I see it.
2 witnesses, it's a nat 1. Everyone go to Discord and post a pic of I posted a pic of Briggs. You did? Oh, I'm actually curious. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my phone. I'm actually genuinely curious. If it's a monster, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm terrifying.
Totally.
I'm not part of the Discord.
You're in the corner. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, hey. Well played, NCR. Well played.
Nice.
Those are some cool looking dice too.
Those are some cool looking dice.
Yeah, here's the dice that NCR has. I rolled for him. OMG. Yeah, I love it. Anyways, I'm setting my phone right there just so I have the. I'm gonna evaporate. Oh my god, help! I'm melting. Damn! I attack with my 2-meter stick. I think people are having a brigasm. Anyways, so Leah, played by Abby again, is a representative of the Diamond family from the Somerset Forest. She had come over to this land, for she has been seeing one of her traits as an outlander is that she sees visions of the future, both good and very dire and scary.
Actually, no, I suffer from awful visions of coming disaster, and will do anything to prevent it.
So in other words, she has traveled to the country of Elias to warn the king of oncoming dangers that might happen. But of course, as you guys can pretty much tell based on what I've discussed, the king does not believe in magic. He does not trust it whatsoever. He thinks the people who use magic are actually truly evil. The only magic he allows is healers, but he makes them charge for it, which is ridiculous because that goes against the cleric belief. And also he keeps mild level sorcerers and wizards just to take care of like minor problems like farming issues. Like if the crops are bad, to cast spells to help it. Seems ridiculous, but at the same time, that's basically what that's all the king wants people to practice. If a wizard or a sorcerer were to go against the king's orders and practice higher than level 1 magic and they are caught, typically they'll be executed on sight. So Briggs has a beard. He's Gandalf! I'm back. Peter, welcome back, buddy. Abby's mine. What are you doing? Playing the run. I'm playing this run. So what you're saying is the king is a hypocrite. Essentially, like I said, the king is he's very obviously become corrupt. But the thing is, what's a bigger problem is that there's a lot of monsters in this world. Because the fact that magic is practiced and there's so much rules and laws, it makes it harder for people to go out and adventure and take care of the problems such as like goblin raids and monsters hopping up in random locations. And because guards don't want to handle any of that, because most of the guards are handed their positions on their nobility family, or typically they kind of get through the backwards routes as they were mercenaries before. Just really don't care about people. So, one of those things. Did you just call me a hypocrite? Oh, run, Abby! This guy sounds like a Pegasus the Third of the universe. Pretty much. That's a pretty good way to explain it, Clavicus. How's house tour? Maybe at some point. Should I stop using caps? Probably. Just for safety reasons. Anyway, so Leah comes to the country to try to explain the situation to the king, but as she's delivered to a town called Stonefall, which is Stonefall Village, which is not too far away from the capital, not the capital, but the major city of the forest province, known as Blackpool. She discovered that the Baron did not care nor desire to hear anything that Leah Diamonddew had to say. The king also equally did not care, because the fact that they were not fans of the fact that the only evidence they have is visions of the future.
And they sent an assassin after me.
Yep, an assassin was sent to kill her. Because the Baron, again, and so does the king, does not like people who use magic. They don't trust them. But the mayor of Stonefall Village, Goldhammer, he is
Mayor Barry.
Yeah, Mayor Barry Goldhammer. He actually cared to hear what she had to say, but of course he is also a little bit of a hypocrite of magic, but not a big hypocrite. He understands that magic is a necessity. So basically, she was offered to stay in town until the king saw her, but until the king or the Baron chose to see her, but
the king kind of got it thrown in that plan.
Yeah. Basically, the king decided to skip that and resend an assassin. Loki, in Loki's case, Loki, if you guys remember hearing, he is a human sorcerer. He started this campaign out in a prison, where where basically in this storyline he's kind of a human reincarnation of the god Loki. We're just kind of having fun with it and just messing around. So he's basically role playing a Loki, and basically he escaped from prison, being chased by a handful of bounty hunters in the area who've been chasing him for quite some time. We actually have written down a bunch of aliases. You guys can't see it. Actually, you guys still can't see it. It's a list of aliases that Loki uses as a human. Little did he know that when he escaped,
you'll probably hear all of those names.
Let's say, little did you know that as he escaped from prison, he actually went to a bar where he was recognized by one of his aliases that is wanted, dead or alive. He did not know that when he got there. Basically, he got one of the bounty hunters showed up and tried to arrest him. He rolled a nat 1 as he attempted to jump over a table to escape him. He fell flat on his face, dropping his weapon. It was hilarious. I am no offense, Briggs is in that picture. I looked Asian. He's not Asian. He's American. Winter, that mic is huge. Yes, that is actually my
Blue Yeti.
My Blue Yeti. It's actually the mic I use all the time.
Yes.
Everyone leaves winter keeps telling the story. Well, in rule book version 3, the existence of magic has to be acknowledged. In level 5, magic has to be able to be used without a death penalty to protect lower level mages. This is very true. You are correct, NCR. But in this case, on this continent where it is a little bit harder for people to enforce said laws because of the fact that you need stronger magic users to help enforce that. Unfortunately, in this case, the king has become corrupted and detached from the majority of the other continents in this universe. So basically, there's nobody there to help them enforce the laws of practice of magic. And thus, magic can only, basically on this continent, magic can only be used under the supervision of the king or the guards. If they are caught, then basically picture it like the Salem witch trials. Basically, if a person was even suggested of using magic, they would be executed on the spot. There are master wizards and sorcerers in this world, but they typically don't get involved because of the fact that they don't want to deal with the barons and their anti-magic weapons and armor because of the fact that they did kill demons with them. It's one of those things that it's a little complicated and a little bit more out there. Basically, that's why it's not. I'm not going like super by the book on this one. Any future ones I have will be a little bit more by the book. Not like a set campaign, but just more of a closer to the regulations of the books.
Yep.
When will you play the actual game? We are going to get started on that pretty quick, Static. What? Wait, Winter. So for the rest of my he stream, every time you mention Brian, it's me. That is correct, call. Death roll. Red death rolls a 7 and a stick his wand up the ogre's arse. My comment. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. I must have missed your comment.
Okay. So.
I am wrecked.
Are they?
That's
all caught up to speed now.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Just a house tour. What is the background of your PC?
That is Horizon Zero Dawn, isn't it?
Yes. The background of my PC is actually my computer wallpaper. That is actually my my computer wallpaper is Horizon Zero Dawn. It's actually a picture of Aloy staring at one of the what are the name of the tall necks?
Yeah, something like that.
God, they're such a majestic creature. I love the artwork from Horizon Zero Dawn.
I want to say they're based off giraffes.
They are based off giraffes, and they're absolutely amazing, and I love them. And take out a notebook and gets ready to count how many times Winter mispronounces certain words, places, and names. Thank you, Clive, because I appreciate it.
That will.
The only people who like this, is Cole, Jacob, Akatosh, Donald, Peter, Vile, Static, and me. No offense to anyone else. Sorry I said this, but I am bored in my house. Sorry, Jacob. Is that a Jesus picture in the background? No, it is not. Thanks, Jacob. Start now. Really? Well, that's nice, but I'm still a piece of garbage.
Those are actually my lighthouses.
You're welcome.
And a turtle.
You're welcome. I feel like the mods are going to remove that. Jacob, it's fine, buddy. I understand. Hey, Winter, suck Briggs' sword. No, I'm good. Plus, he doesn't have a sword. He has a staff. And a spear. That's all he has. Giggity.
And a dagger.
Giggity. Anyways, okay. So basically what happened is the cleric of Odin, known as Havoc, saved the sorcerer from being kidnapped by the bounty hunter.
And you guys also came in and helped rescue me.
Yeah, we also came in and helped rescue you because I rolled to see if we heard the commotion going up on the second floor of that inn. We just happened to be in at the same time.
And I also prayed to Loki. So
it's 11:55, so I can see your from your PC. Yes, it is 11:55 where I'm at. Briggs, say Briggity. They want you to say Briggity.
Why do they want me to say Briggity?
Because giggity. If Quagmire was in the game, he would probably bang Winter. He'd probably try. But anyways, so basically all the characters ran off together in hopes of protecting each other as the Baron did show up in Stonefall to destroy it. Basically, the theory for the party currently is that they were after Leah Diamonddew. Who knows what the actual reason why the Baron decided to attack Stonefall? Maybe he just didn't like the fact that this town, this village, was starting to get to the size of a city. Basically, at this point, everybody is fleeing towards the desert province, which they just crossed the border. Actually, Loki nailed this freaking awesome Ray of Frost, stopping a knight from following us. We are currently now in a small sand village that I wrote down the name to somewhere.
I would hope so.
Winter, explain the description.
What?
Description of what?
If you're talking about the description I put down below, basically I said that yes, we are nerding it up in this place for Abby's birthday. We decided to do some D&D. We were originally gonna do like some Skyrim or something, but then Abby asked me openly if we could do a D&D stream. I figured why not.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I like D&D. This is actually the. What about Nazi part? Oh no, not the. Oh no, guys. It says if you are a rule Nazi. A rule Nazi, and I should have explained that because I've been playing D&D since I was like 15. I was always used to it being called that. Explain the description. A rule Nazi is somebody who 100% feels like they need to follow everything that the book has to say. And or like if I like screw up on something like say we've been kind of confused a little bit or more like looking the other way on Briggs Loki character's wild magic. Basically, we're supposed to do it a set way, but sometimes I fudge it just a smidge.
Because we forget to do it.
And I've been around rule Nazis before, and they are total arseholes, as all they ever want to do is correct me, and honestly, just it pisses me off. Like I don't like rule Nazis; they're annoying. I follow the rules the way I follow the rules. I don't mind being corrected, but it's one of those things.
I could always do it. My dad doesn't throw the rules out the window.
Should have explained that character. Winter, where are your characters again? The characters are currently in a sand, and now currently, they just arrived. It is about midday. Just painting the picture for you guys. It is about midday, and they have arrived in a very small sand village. Basically, it's a desert area. So picture sand pretty much everywhere, with just little tufts of grass, just barely growing above the sand. Very barely, very scarce. This is not a very big village. This is actually probably about, I'd say about 13 or 15 little houses. They're kind of dome-shaped, more designed for the territory that they're in. Basically, the town does have a decent number of guards, probably about, for 15 houses, I'd probably say about maybe 15 guards, 20 guards. This isn't really like a city. This is just a village. So probably about 15 guards. The males of the village are essentially the guards of the town, but they're also like the farmers, the source gatherers. Right. Females do about the same thing, and they are typically the town's healers, and there are a few females on the guard. And as far as children goes, they're probably like 3 or 4. Who knows? Okay, how do you survive in the desert? Lake, river nearby? That is correct. There actually is.
Did you say there a river?
See, there is a river. There is a river nearby. Yes, the river is actually not too far away. It's probably about a 20-minute walk from the village. Okay. You got actually. Yeah, you can see it from the distance. It's it's very noticeable. They probably have something. So they probably have like a little tent set up there to protect, like probably like a ranger of sorts to kind of protect that area from like monsters getting too close.
Okay.
We'll sometimes correct you, Winter. That's fine. I don't care.
That's okay.
I don't care. I don't care if some people sometimes correct me. I just don't want people to be like looking over me, going, "You are doing this wrong." I actually have a buddy who did that to me a lot, and I honestly wanted to hit him because he was annoying. Let's just start this. Throw his microphone through the window. Inexperienced players not asking the important questions. Exactly. Thank you, NCR. Shouldn't you put the pick in front of the mic so you can read? Hey, the pick in front of the mic? What are you talking about? I can read just fine. I just have the mic right here so that it catches all of our voices. So that way, when people are rolling stuff, then it's fine. But anyways, so you guys currently coming into town. You guys can see from the back of the carriages, which by the way we stole a we liberated a small carriage when we escaped from Stonefall.
We didn't steal it. We liberated it.
Yes, just like I liberated that towel from the Ramada.
And we liberated those pillows too.
Yeah, we liberated those pillows from the Ramada as well. Anyways, so it's just picture an old school carriage, just old school, like just a wooden carriage pulled by 2 horses. Nothing fancy, just enough, probably just big enough to carry 2 people on the inside, and then a little sitting area for both for a stagecoach rider.
Okay.
So put the computer in front of the mic so you can read the comments. They need a little space to roll the dice. It's fine. Plus that I can read it easier if it's right here. Those farmers' earnings need liberating.
That's a fail.
Yeah, pretty much NCR. They don't get paid enough for this. But it's a living, and they survive off it. But anyway, so you guys currently arrive into town. Pula, obviously, you guys don't really know too much about this location, unless Loki, you are from this country, and you have studied a little bit of this continent.
Would it be a history check?
Yes, it would be a history check.
Well, that's an 18.
Wow. Okay. In that case, the Diamond family is. The Diamond family is quite familiar with this territory, considering the fact that you do a lot of your trading with the desert lands. Basically, what you do know about this is that villages like this. You probably haven't heard of this one per se, but as Regis is not a very big sand village. They're loud. Basically, Regis is a very small sand village. Essentially, what you know about desert villages like this is that typically people are a little bit shifty. Like, you know, people have to make deals and they have to make connections in order to survive in a territory like this. Farming is not exactly the best profession in the desert section of the desert province of this area. But, you know, somehow they make it work. But it actually has to go through, they do get a lot of connections, and that's what helps them to get the food sources that they need. Yep. Because there is a river nearby, they are able to survive. They have plenty of water. That's not really much of an issue. It's mostly because of the fact that the food is not exactly plentiful. Enough to survive, but not plentiful. You don't see anybody celebrating, and you don't really see any inns in this area. Probably because of the fact that this isn't a really good, like, food source area.
Right.
So basically that's what you know. It's a nice enough place, but people are a little shifty.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
What should we do? Should we look for a place to stay?
Find see if we talk with some of the locals. Maybe find a place where they're selling drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. Loki? Down for that?
Yes.
Looking for places where they sell drinks? Gotta get crunked up in this place?
Always in the mood for some drink. Any loser.
Something that's not water.
Apparently,
it's not water. Screw water! Beer. Alcohol.
I thought Winter wanted to play D&D, but Abby, how?
What?
They didn't know you were a total nerd like
us?
us?
No, apparently not.
I'm starting to think that you guys kidnapped children a little. We didn't kidnap children. They just don't want to sleep. Winter can I be a Dovahkiin? Actually, Dragonborns actually exist in this way in D&D. They are actually like dragon humanoid beings.
They are.
Briggs actually loves being Dragonborn. Just in this case, he's a human. Briggs' new Loki name is Noki because he has no home. Therefore, no kid, no house key. Noki. They're never gonna let you go. According to NCR says, I am a drought. I'm resting for 9 hours, building stamina points and dexterity. I am rolling for perception to keep myself alive. Go ahead and roll. Winter, buy condoms, and to be continued. I actually, Matthew did a to be continued meme for me, and I loved it. It was a me jumping off my diving board in Minecraft. I loved it. So, anyways, So you guys go searching for a bar. There is one bar here in town. It's probably one of the bigger domes because it appears not to be really a house. There is a sign on it, but it is not in a language you guys know. Actually, what languages are you guys familiar with?
I think I'm supposed to choose one other one besides.
I know you speak Elvish and Common, and I know you speak Common, but you can also learn one other language.
I think I'm supposed to learn one more.
Really, guys?
I have it written down. I just don't frickin'.
It's called the Winking Skeever. Let's go with that. Of course, people just know rats in this realm as rats.
I think I chose Elvish or Dwarvish. I wrote it down. It is gone.
You wrote it down and now it's gone.
And now it is gone. How sad.
Maybe I only know the two.
Elvish. Let's go.
Okay, so you speak Human and Elvish?
Sure. And now I do.
Okay. And you speak Elvish and Common and...
Yeah, except,
With
a favorite enemy, I do learn another language.
Colin says he speaks Spanish. And Clavicus says, I speak Valerian. No idea why. I think I have Magic the Gathering cards, just never played it. Magic the Gathering is a lot of fun, actually. All three of us play that, too. Briggs here is actually a huge fan of Magic the Gathering.
He's got a huge collection.
English, do you speak it? Blurb!
Do English good?
I speak the tongue of the lizard. I'm a king drought. This
Okay.
makes no sense.
So...
What is happening right now?
So, like, from favorite enemy, apparently I can learn maybe what they speak, but as far as I know, I only have
Elvish and Common. So for the time being, we'll keep it as that. You guys, for those of you at home who don't know, you can learn other languages. It just takes a little bit of time. In practice, obviously. Just the practical skills are what comes in handy here in the D&D world as well.
If it was a high elf, then I'd be able to learn another language, but...
I speak backwards and upside down. Alright, so basically, neither one of you understand what the sign says.
Great!
Fortunately, your friend Havoc, being half-orc, actually understands the Orcish language, which, by the way, the written script of Orcish is also the same as Dwarven, which is what is written on the which the sign on the outside of this building is actually in Dwarvish. True. And Havoc speaks up and says, "This is this is actually the bar here in town. It's called the Winking Skeever." Something funny, Loki. You have something to say?
No.
You would like to go in for a drink, right?
Yes.
Alright then, let's go. As Havoc parks the carriage not too far away from the Winking Skeever, sets a parking brake on there to make sure it doesn't get stolen.
Yeah, it's a
little bit of a car alarm. Nah, but Havoc will make sure that he actually, you know what? He's gonna roll to see if you can trust the local guard. His persuasion is quite good. We're gonna see how well we'll see how well. We'll see how.
Oh, you mean like how well he persuaded that one girl that I was his girlfriend?
Yeah, that was an interesting scenario. I play D&D with my friends on Skype. I'm the GM half the time, but I have a level 26 character. My druid is level 1. He's a new addition. My level 26 is a paladin idiot. Nice. I speak with my voice box, mouth, and tongue. Ha! Eddie Mondroy, welcome to the chat, buddy. Hey, man. Yo, kid. Winter, after you enter the bar, you see some bad dudes, and you and your friends put your hoodies on. Okay, so anyways, basically, oh yeah, this guard's an idiot. He'll do exactly what he's told. His insight. It turns out Havoc is quite persuasive, as he is a war cleric.
May I ask what the guard's insight was?
The guard's insight was like a 7.
That's just as bad as the.
Basically, he walks up to the scar and the girl, and he's just like, here's 5 copper pieces. Watch the carrot for me. Okie dokie, buddies.
I can totally trust you guys.
My short sword and my shield will protect this. It's typically what he's actually saying. In fact, he's going to feed the horses and water them for us as well. Julia says, happy birthday, Winter's girlfriend or friend? Girlfriend.
Hi.
Abby is my fiance, actually.
Thank you.
Essentially my girlfriend, but, at some point we'll be married. At some point. We're hoping soon.
Hopefully.
Inside, you meet a bartender named Glarpnark. He offers it's called a slopsty. Wow. He drinks it, being an alcoholic, passes out in a bobbly mess. Winter finds Officer McGee. He then turns into a glowing mole rat and starts nibbling on Winter's foot. No, don't do that. Alright, anyways. So are you guys entering the Winking Skeever?
Yes.
Hey, we're going in the skeever.
You notice that this doesn't really have a traditional door. It's more like a tarp. So you just pull the tarp to the side. Basically, as you look in, it turns out the inside is a little bit bigger than the outside would show. The outside makes it look pretty decent size.
It's a magical place.
Not necessarily. More like just.
It's not like his hut.
It's not like Havoc's hut. That's a story for another day. But anyways, so basically the hut hits the kind of the tent kind of building that you see here is probably about, as far as you can see, the outside makes it look like it's about 10, 11 feet tall, and basically pretty wide. I'd probably say picture it about the size of like a cabin in the woods or something like that. Not like the horror movie, but just in general, a cabin in the woods, about that wide. And but it's more of a circle rather than a 2-story building. Basically, the inside, after you walk in, you realize that the smell and feel of this place is so much different from the outside. Once you enter the inside, it actually feels cooler on the inside. Like, not necessarily like, air conditioning or something, but it's more like just the wind kind of seems to come through here a little bit easier. And without the sun beating down on you, it doesn't really bother you that much anymore. You can smell foods being cooked here Probably mostly the smell of cooking veggies or meat. Probably from a local catch not too long ago. Mm-hmm. Did you guys want to roll perception?
Already on it. How about a 19?
Basically, well, you've rolled really good, actually. You look around and you see this place is actually pretty buzzing. There's probably at least 10 people here. There's probably, if you guys kind of picture it in your minds, picture on the far, as you entered the building, on the far right, there's like a little bar area, or at least what you would imagine is kind of like a bar area, with a singular person behind it, kind of just running around talking to people. You probably see about, there really isn't tables here. It's more like people are like kind of sitting on. It'd probably be more like a Japanese style kind of area where instead of having like a tall table, it's actually a very short table.
Yeah.
And people are kind of sitting at them.
On like pillows or something.
Exactly.
Or cushions.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, you see about probably about 6 or 7 of these tables to the far back, and then like to your right as you enter. There's just this little area where apparently, as you can see, there are people rolling dice and just some of them are.
So they're like gambling.
Yeah, some are cheering, some of them are crying and sad. I'm back. Dan the Bush guy, welcome back to the chat, buddy. Yeah, I saw that you had gone away for 30 minutes, buddy. It's all good. Welcome back, man. Does nothing make sense? Actually, everything is 20 times funnier. The game is not hammered. Abby, press. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, Abby in pre-K, A laughs, B laughs, etc. A laughs, B laughs, etc. Fair enough. So anyways, what do you guys do?
Well, you grab a table.
Talk to the barkeeper about getting a table?
Yeah.
Hey, Static, you have 100 subs now. Yes, he does. Oh, welcome to the Winking Skiva. I am Ranjit, and I will be your waiter today. Can I show you to a table?
Please.
Oh, right this way, as he leads you down to one of the tables probably on the far right end, but right.
Like you're a rabbi.
No, not a rabbi. Basically, you go to the far right corner where there's like a little table set up, and there's probably about 4 pillows.
Or Rabbi Tuckman.
Probably not Rabbi Tuckman. I'm actually getting it more like falafel. Falafel. I am falafel. Maitre d'
Are you sure?
Yes.
Welcome to the dungeon.
Yeah, that's not Rabbi Tuckman. That's
the guy from the
that's falafel. Anyways, so Ranjit, your waiter, brings you to a table in the far right corner and asks if you guys would you like anything to drink. We have pretty good specials going on right now.
What are your specials?
May I interest you in probably the local special?
What is your local special?
It is called the Skeever's Delight.
Loki?
It'll only cost you 5 copper pieces.
Ha! I stole 10 of those a while ago. I meant borrowed without asking.
Actually, I'm going to have you roll a deception.
Wait, wouldn't that be me?
No, he said it.
Oh, okay.
Unless people let me know that they're metagaming and talking to the DM, as in...
I forget to do that a lot, so...
So we may see some just outbreak of characters going, you only rolled a 5. What's a 5?
17!
As a thief rents a room and brings a girl in, and all you hear is eater, 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 eater. Oh, it showed you only Nintendo, old and somebody else subscribed to. Thank you to Dan, I appreciate it. I read your comments. Red Death, good for you, buddy. So anyway, so what was your? What was
about this?
Yeah.
You rolled a 17.
You rolled a 17. Okay, let's
Too busy reading.
let's see how good Ranjit's insight is. He shakes his head and he thinks he heard Loki say something, but probably just his imagination. Anyways, can I get you a drink? Would you like the Skeever's Delight for 5 copper pieces?
Yes. Yes.
As he takes the 5 copper pieces.
Woody? What else do you have?
He kind of just sits there thinking to himself, well, we do have some of the more common ales that are in the area, but they are not as good as the Skeever's Delight. He seems very passionate about the Skeever's Delight.
I'm skeptical.
We do have some elven drinks that we get through trade. But they cost about 10 silver. They're not exactly very common.
I liberated the 10 copper.
Yep.
Why are we laughing? A comment I posted: sand and moist rags. Oh God, we have sand.
You know what? I'll just have water.
Water?
Yes, water. I will just have water.
Okay. I'll get you some water. And what do you, the Havoc? Havoc kind of just gives him a side glance, and he's just like, apparently Havoc must have been here once or twice, as he will also order a Skeever's Delight, for it is one of his favorite beverages. Mostly in the desert province. So anyways, oh, very good, as Ranjit, he goes away, and he heads back to the bar, speaking hurriedly to the owner of the establishment. Havoc kind of just looks at you guys. Huh. He seems nice.
He seems a little too enthusiastic.
Yeah, very enthusiastic. He must be very happy about his job.
He must be.
Not exactly a good lifestyle, though. I mean, you know, we are currently in the desert province. Wow, that was fast. Rashi comes back in literally just a matter of a minute. He's currently carrying a little tray with 3 beverages on it. 2 of the beverages seem to be a kind of a slime green liquid.
Can I do a nature check on that?
It wouldn't be a nature check.
Would that be a perception?
Yes.
23.
It looks like ale. Just different colored.
It is a different color ale.
And it smells different. Not necessarily good, not necessarily bad. It smells like if you drank it, it would put some hair on your chin. Welcome back. So so Ranji's like, oh, and okay, we have the Skiva specials for you. And there you go, and the Skiva special for you, and 1 water. Enjoy! As he just kind of runs away.
He really doesn't like water.
Apparently not.
You see Havoc just grab his glass and he just drinks it enthusiastically without,
Can I do a nature check on him? Or would it...
That would be
what would it be?
That would be an insight check if you wanted to...
That'd be an insight check.
If you just wanted to study him.
Apparently no. 7.
He is a happy-go-lucky bartender as far as you know. They 100% have no water. It was Rick. So, drink your guys' beverages?
Yes.
Loki, as you take a drink of your Skeever's Delight, you'll notice that it's very strong. To kind of put it in perspective for any of you guys who are old enough to drink, but for those of you who do drink, it's basically, it has kind of the same strength as vodka if you try to drink that.
Straight.
But it has the kind of the taste of a combination of probably a combination of bourbon and probably bourbon. It probably has the combination taste of vodka and bourbon. It's a strong drink. Roll me Constitution.
Roll it up here. Roll it up here.
Well, I'm right here, so I can see.
Okay, never mind.
No, I'm dead.
You are hammered. Actually,
it took 1.
Havoc is going to...
Do I need to also roll a Constitution?
You're drinking water. You're
drinking water. You're good. You're good, darling.
But he said water!
Havoc is sloshed!
I'm good. He's dead. He's hanging off the table, and I'm sitting there going, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. As I break into We Are the Champions by this guy.
We are the champions! We are the champions! Anyways, so you'll notice that Havoc and Loki get pretty sloshed pretty quickly. They will actually end up ordering... oh wow, three of the Skeever drinks. They are just gone. You only drink water, so you're fine. But you'll notice that your friends are not handling well. All of a sudden you see, oh my goodness! It looks like you people are having a good time! Alright, let me guess, you're gonna want to have 3 more of your Skeever Delights? You'll
no! No
Give
more!
me here!
No more!
I'm having a good time, Havoc says.
Another round.
No more drinks for them!
Vodka where? As a green portal appears and kills Winter Abbey Briggs, it was Rick in the end of the D&D episode. All Rick wanted was his Szechuan sauce, but they weren't selling it in this dimension. We don't need to know what is in Abby's glass. Just drink it and move on. Last comment. Yes, I did read that. I read your comment.
Watch her, apparently.
Casey has died from his organs totally failing while Briggs is having a seizure on the table. We are trying to slip noobs to shipped up M8 Winter's neighbors. Briggs, when he rolls, it looks like he is masturbating. Oh. I'm going to do a 50 sub special. When I get 50 subs, I'm going to get 50 subs and see what I do. Okay, Jacob. Duly noted. But anyways, so... What? Your friends seem to be having a good time. Don't you think they want to drink more?
No more! They are cut off!
You're having... You're not my real mom. You can't tell me what to do.
3, you're done. You're done.
I believe I saved you, but...
You're done.
Flopple.
His new name is Flawful. The barkeep's new name is Flawful.
Ranjit, you see Ranjit starting to kind of continue to push it. When all of a sudden you see a pretty you see what appears to be the man that Ranjit was talking to earlier to walk over here. He's probably about he seems not to be a fairly decent height for the area, for the people of the area. Pretty decent sized muscles. Obviously, he must work out. Owner of the bar, he has to be pretty strong. You see a dagger is around his waist, as that is one of the only weapons that a normal citizen can carry. Have to charge phone as Thief Red reaches down into his pants and slips up his zipper and says, "Hey Winter, what happened? And can I pay her or not?" She's quite pleased with with what happened between the two of you, and you slip her 20 gold pieces. She is okay with that because apparently they don't pay her that well in the area. So Red Death, you are good. Well, Red Death the Thief, you are good. My weapon is very sharp. Is a very sharp fork. Well, let us keep self-promotion to a minimum, by the way. I don't mind if you guys share yourselves. Actually, in the Discord, there is a share yourself chat area. So if you guys want to share your information or your YouTube channel, you can go right ahead. But let's not do self-promotion during the stream. Please and thank you. You can tell people you have a channel, but please don't just please just one comment.
Okay, no worry.
Call just donated nothing. Anyways, you see this man walk up to you. He again fairly muscular. He's just going, "What's going on here?" You see, you kind of see Ranjit kind of have a couple of drops of sweat. Nothing is happening here.
Well, Ranjit is trying to push these two to have more alcohol.
You see the man kind of just put his fists at his hip. Really now, Ranjit, didn't I tell you to stop doing that? I'm just trying to promote the restaurant and the bar and trying to promote the new drink. I told you could sell your drinks here as long as you respected the rules of not pushing your beverages. You get a small percentage of the amount we sell, but that does not mean you could push more and have people pay you more. That's not the way this works.
They've already had 3 each.
3 each. Ranjit,
they're gone.
Ranjit, go clean. No.
Clean.
No,
Can I get some coffee over here, please?
That actually is one of the few things we have in this province that is actually very plentiful.
Can I get them some coffee so they can sober up?
Yeah, that's just gonna wake the drunk people up. Because that's what you want. More.
Red Death's like, Ranjit, can I sleep with your sister now? My character is like Barney from How I Met Your Mother. Sounds about right. Winter, imagine if called with a king. Oh, wait. This is going to become a meme. My weapon is a very sharp fork. Anyways, coffee is not exactly a very rare substance around the area, as coffee seems to be one of the few things that grows quite well in this province. He kind of claps his hands, and you see he kind of moves his fingers at some people that are kind of rocking around the inside of this. In a matter of
how many minutes? Seconds?
Probably about 2 minutes.
Okay.
A couple of coffees. A couple of cups of coffee show up on a tray brought by one of the little waiter people.
I hope it's strong.
Oh, it is quite strong. This is,
okay.
this is the strongest coffee in the area, but it's also the best and freshest coffee.
Right. How much do I owe you?
It's fine.
Okay.
You guys already paid a decent amount for the drinks. That'd be 30 copper, 15 copper pieces each, by the way. You only have 10, don't you?
I only have 5.
We'll roll for that later. Anyway,
Oh no!
you don't have to worry about that for right now. 2 copies a day. Thunder, why is Thunder not playing? Because Thunder is an experienced player, and we don't allow
Thunder is in that room.
Thunder
Is it bad to be excited about appearing as a character? But you don't have to worry about it. It's perfectly fine. I'm actually the mayor of this area.
Okay.
The name is YG. A pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Your name?
Leah.
They're sloshed, so I'm not gonna ask them. Fairly obvious. But I am the mayor.
Wait. Metagaming here.
Yeah.
He should actually do is it a performance role? Or what kind of role would it be? Does it make sure he's concentration for his disguise?
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Abby, thank you for reminding me. Because Loki is a sorcerer and magic is prohibited in this land, he's been using polymorph to keep up a guise or a glamour to keep himself from being caught. Oh yeah, you keep it up. You're fine. That's a natural 19. You're good. He is currently disguising himself as a noble from the Riverlands, half elf.
I'm just laughing in his face.
I'm so glad you rolled the 19.
Anyways, YG continues by saying, "I am the mayor of this area. Technically, I don't really have there's no like mayor office or anything, but I kind of just make sure that the trade runs good around this area. I'm actually pretty well known in all the villages. I'm pretty well known in the string of villages around this area.
Okay.
Maybe at some point, if we kind of pull things together, we might all come together, form a city at some point. But until we can find a viable food source for the time being, I'm just the mayor of this area. Is there any questions you might have? You seem rather new here. In fact, you look like to be a foreigner."
I actually am.
He kind of inspects you. Based on the way you look and the weapons you're carrying, I have to assume you're a ranger.
Yes.
Probably from the Elven country.
Yes.
Okay. He kind of, your eyes get close. Somerset Forest.
Yes.
Good place. Good place.
Do you need proof?
Nah, I don't worry about that stuff. The king, honestly, I think the king's on his high horse. He doesn't seem to understand how the world works. Magic is a necessity. The Desert Province used to be a very, very, very successful province, and we used to have farming all the time. But now that the king charges us for the use of magic, we can barely grow anything. We could still survive, but just barely. If we were to ever have a shortage of crops, we might lose people.
Could you use another ranger?
Well, I mean, if you're looking for pay and everything, I mean, we don't make a whole lot of money, but we can easily compensate. We'll give you a place to rest for a while. Plenty of things to do in the area. A lot of monsters have been roaming around here lately. It's kind of difficult for us to live our lives.
Oh.
But most of the time, like creatures like the Thrycreen typically stay away from us. In fact, we actually have been doing some trade recently with the Thrycreen. It's been quite successful. It's been a little weird. They don't really speak a lot of common. They mostly draw pictures in the sand. But once you kind of get down and understand what they're trying to say, it makes trading a little bit easier with them.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're looking for work, and it looks like your friends seem to be able to handle themselves as well, we actually do have a hut. It's not very big, but probably big enough for the 3 of you guys, if you would like to stay for the night.
Sure.
It's literally just out back behind. Huh? If you guys are providing services, it's on the house. You'll just be paying for your drinks.
I don't think that's what you're trying to ask.
No, that's...
Was that...
The lodging, yes.
Is free.
He inspects you to enter the border.
Where did you say the hut was located? Oh, back behind...
Behind the bar.
Behind the bar? Okay.
Hey Winter, I'm going into my room, have a good time in the bar. All you hear is ear, 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 ear. I'm on birthday, and is on July 28th. My birthday is next Sunday, and my mom and dad's anniversary is on the 12th. Awesome. Dismiss that. Dismiss.
Yeah, whatever pops up on the bottom.
Stag, I'll be coming for you. We like a bunch of random people who follow you free. As Winter enters the red room of C's Ron Sheet's sister banging him. No, I don't think that's going to be the case, Call. That's not how this works. This isn't... Anyways, so, you guys basically go to you kind of help your drunken friends to the hut.
Yeah. I get to teleport.
So, we're going to have to roll some, we're going to roll some, technically balance.
Do I need to roll...
Balance would be acrobatics.
Yes. Do I need to roll an
No, typically you would roll at a disadvantage, but because Leah's helping you, just roll.
Do I need to roll too?
There it is.
To help?
18.
He's got a
Yes, roll me a strength check.
strength check.
18 plus
19.
21.
Modified 20?
Yeah. You guys stumble a little bit. And I'll thank you, bartender, for all of your help. Havoc says as he's being carried outside.
How am I carrying you? I'm only like this 5'3" elf.
He slouched over your back.
So,
and I'm just
if
like...
I were there, I would ask if you are occupied with something just because you are. If they aren't, I do have a job for them. It pays good money. That's with you, Winter. Fair point, YG. Fair point. So this got weird. Winter, imagine everyone except for me you're following scripts. In an Indian voice, Ranjit says, "What are you doing to my sister? Get out of the bed! Get out of that bed! I can't believe you would do such a thing." Oh, son of a gun. There's a fly in here.
That's okay. It'll...
Remember to kill that later.
Yep.
Okay.
I think our fly swatter's hanging up over there anyway, so.
Not gonna worry about it right now. Anyways, so with that being said and that being done, she's dragging you using the wagon apparently, a wheelbarrow.
Wait. But somebody else took our wagon.
Yes, actually. By the time you get out, you'll notice that this guard had polished it by hand. This guard is not very bright. Don't worry, guys. I fed your and watered your horses, and I polished your carriage. I noticed there was a speck of dirt on it, and I wanted to make sure it was spotless.
Since we got our wagon back, can I just be a strength check to get you guys in?
We all rolled. It's
okay.
You guys make it back.
Okay.
You guys rolled high enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you stumble, you fall, you're good, and you make it back to the hut. Which you'll notice that this hut is there's about 3 beds in here. You'll notice that one of them is kind of separated from the others, like a little curtain. Mm-hmm. So obviously, there must have been a family who lived here at some point. But it looks like to be abandoned and emptied at this point. But it looks maintained enough. Like somebody must be coming in here to clean it every now and again.
Okay.
3 beds. They're mostly like just bedrolls on the ground. And with a couple of pillows. And then you'll notice that there's like a dresser. in the back of the tent. And what appears to be a singular mirror.
Okay.
Bloody Mary. Bloody
No.
Mary. His poor flexing bone. Does he have any hands left? His hands survive. If I had to choose, but I just want to say this is my favorite mod is static, and not because we are talking, just because I care. Nope. Okay, thanks. Aha. Anyways, so you guys make it back there, get some shut-eye, just kind of sleep it off. You just kind of drop the guys into.
Yep. And I'm gonna
into the
light a
bedrolls.
Is there a fireplace? Or do I need to roll perception?
In a hut like this, and
No,
because the desert is always so hot.
That's right. Okay, never mind.
There are blankets and everything because the desert nights do get cold.
Yeah.
But for the most part.
Okay. I was just gonna say I was gonna roll a perception check, but I don't need to do that.
Oh,
Okay.
BRB. As Runchi kicks Winter, Abby, Briggs, and Red, JK. Funny.
So I checked.
Red Death. So anyways, you guys just go ahead and get some sleep.
Yeah, I transfer.
Well, you're already like.
You guys are like passed out.
The night passes without incidents. Nothing really happens. You hear a couple bumps and thumps in the night, but for the most part, it's quiet.
Okay.
Next morning comes. You'll notice that the day is. You hear actually a lot of rustling outside, but not like
Hustling and bustling.
not like screaming or anything. Why don't you roll me a perception?
Ooh, 8.
Based on what you're listening to, you can't hear screaming. You don't hear anybody like screaming, shouting, or fearful things in your voice. Basically, from what you hear, it kind of sounds like people are just doing jobs.
Okay.
You're gonna wake up. Let's see how long it's gonna take for everybody else to wake up. Roll me a die 20.
I'm gonna go get some food before everybody wakes up,
Okay, okay. Your Constitution.
and I'll be back.
Roll me a Constitution throw.
Awesome.
Woo!
Oh yeah, you wake up. You have a little bit of a hangover, but for the most part, you're fine.
And coffee. I'm gonna go talk to the barkeeper.
Just making this interesting. As Red wakes up, everybody's saying, "Rats are in the floor and a werewolf." Fair enough. Abby, don't be farty to take care of your husband.
What?
Don't be farty to take care of your husband. Woodger, can you tell the king? Can you tell the king why you were sexually attracted to the bells in God of War? Well, they did ring me just right. For whom the bell tolls. Anyways.
So I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep, get some food and some coffee.
Sounds good, sounds good. So just walk into the bar?
Yep.
Notice that during the day it seems a bit different. Like, this place is empty. You don't need to roll perception. This is actually just passive.
Okay.
The place is empty. There's not really anybody here. Except for, you'll notice that Ron Sheet is behind the counter. And you'll notice that YG is kind of just pushing his little broom around.
Okay.
Not afraid to roll up his sleeves to
I'm
get the
gonna
job
talk
done.
to YG. I'm gonna talk to YG.
You don't want to talk to Ron Sheet?
Nope.
Ron Sheet sounds like a really nice guy.
Nope.
Is it just because Ron Sheet tried to get you to drink the Skeever Delight?
No.
It's because he pushed this keyboard away.
Abby, when she stares at the camera, WTF, chat. Guess what? What's up, Tom? Welcome to the chat, by the way. What are the kids doing? I got it on my phone.
They're playing.
I'm pushing who around? No, YG, you're pushing a broom around. You're not afraid to roll up your sleeves.
You're sweeping.
Yeah, you're sweeping. You're not afraid to roll up your sleeves and do a little bit of labor yourself. Of course, you make Ranjit do all the hard work, like cleaning out the guests, cleaning out the all the glasses, and making him wipe down all the tables and clean up all the stains and everything. Take out the trash.
There's
Like a
some
good
more
boy.
sand on the throw.
There's so much sand everywhere. How difficult it is to get sand out of a sandbar. It's so hard.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to YG. I go over to YG.
Oh, hold on a second. Ranjit, I'm sorry for banging your sister. It is unexcusable! Oh, and I like comments and YG. Yeah. I can chat on my phone now. Yeah, Tom, awesome. I'm working? Really?
Well, you own the establishment, but you owned it through respect. You earned your keep as a merchant. You didn't just get handed your bar. But you had to work for it. You worked under the tutelage of other people. But now you make other people work all the crap jobs, and you just do a little bit of the public showing jobs. Anyway, so you talked to YG?
Yes.
Oh, hey, welcome back. Did you guys rest well?
Yes. What can I get some like food?
Oh, absolutely.
And some coffee.
Absolutely. Ranjit, bring some breakfast over here and make sure a nice strong cup of coffee.
I get 2. I need 2 nice strong cups of coffee.
2. Actually, make it 3. I'm gonna want 1 too. I'm gonna have a quick chat with the ranger to let her know of the predicament we've been in. But sir, aren't you going to charge? We've been needing a ranger to go investigate this for quite some time. The Baron is not going to do anything, obviously. Food, coffee, please. Now. Ranji kind of, man, he's very, just like a 5-year-old stomps away.
Throwing a temper tantrum.
Exactly. Here, let's have a seat and talk. I will give you the kind of the lowdown on everything that's going on.
As Red goes and says bye, see you later, 1 hour later he has werewolf skin in a metal and makes a werewolf armor. Let's get started. Wow. Gotta sweep. This is a strange stream.
Indeed it is, Tom. Basically, picture this like collective storytelling. I'm just like God. I just kind of tell them what's happening.
And we gotta roll dice.
Yeah, I said I like pretty much everyone in the chat. 6 up 1. The sandwich in the morning specialist is... FBI, open the door. Say yeet if you want the homeless man to leave.
Nope.
No. Anyways, so... you'll notice after about 3 minutes, you'll notice you'll notice Ranji comes out with a couple of sandwiches. They are very rare sandwiches in all of the realm. We got egg salad,
Insight check.
ham and Swiss.
Is this a deception check or an insight check?
Orc loaf.
No.
Soy orc loaf.
No.
Pimento orc loaf.
Okay, can I?
I am Han Judgment.
No, you're not.
I'm kidding.
Would that be an insight check or what?
It would be an insight check.
Okay.
It's Harry Potter. No! I survived the drive. That's
oh my god, I rolled a nat 1! That is not that is what I rolled.
You believe everything Ranjit says. He has redeemed himself in your eyes. He obviously wasn't tricking your friends last night.
God.
He was just merely trying to get them to have a good time. You feel like you misunderstood him. You maybe think that Ranjit deserves a raise. But YG isn't going to give him one because Ranjit is kind of a lazy piece of... Good day, Normal Mercenary. Welcome to the chat.
Wintercasice, will you do a face reveal at 300 eat?
Sure. At 300, I will do a small video that says eat. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, so basically you're sitting at a table with YG, and you'll notice that there's a plate covered in sandwiches, and he brings up 3 cups of coffee. 2 for you and 1 for YG.
Okay.
So you just start eating.
Yeah. Well,
these are the best sandwiches in all of the realm.
Ranjit, here, take this gold. I'm sorry for banging your sister.
Red Death. I love how you guys are just having a little bit of a side quest in the chat.
Hey, that's okay.
From what I gather, Abby isn't too good.
She's okay. She's just not rolling that good right this second.
BRB, tell me if Abby dies.
She's already dead. I love this chat. Anyways.
But I don't have health of Squishy.
So,
Oh yeah, health of squishy.
anyway,
When a few 3 days ago we had health of 10. Now we have health of awesome.
of like 30.
I'm
Maybe.
like 30.
Anyways,
Lucky you, I have health of 25. That's my
as
flex.
Red gets some beer and goes to the room, and all you hear is nothing. Oh, poor Red dead.
Okay. Anyway.
So you notice that YG is he partakes a little bit of one of the sandwiches, and he sips his coffee. So since obviously you were excited to take the work that I have told you about,
Yes.
we do have a bit of a problem that as of late. The thing is, I actually have some connections with one of the bigger cities here in the Sand Province. But we've been running into some struggles.
What's the struggle?
It turns out there is a horde of, not like a gigantic horde, but a decent-sized horde of goblins here in the area. And from what I hear, some of my little spies between my connection of villages, as I kind of just speak for the collective,
Okay.
there have also been talks that there might be goblins and kobolds working together, which is a very rare thing to happen.
Oh crap, I'm probably gonna spell kobolds right.
Kobolds. Yeah, Kobald.
Got
It's like go bald except for with a K.
Yeah.
Just because I am, it doesn't mean it's true.
I asked Abby if she wants water with her sandwich.
Do you want your...
That's what YG says.
Like, water?
Yes, water.
Sure.
It's
She'll
definitely
She'll
not...
drink the water, YG. Briggs goes to Red's room and hears you cannot be pregnant. Yeah, I'm in a happy way. Now I want to watch tabletop. Yeah, I know what you mean. Tabletop is so much fun to watch. Anyways, so so YG explains how there has been a situation going on, and basically they need someone to help take care of the problem. They've been trying to talk to the Baron. We've been trying to talk to the Baron for a while now, but the Baron continuously gives us the whole province is dealing with monsters, and the Thrycreens are the real problem here.
What other monsters besides the horde of
Well,
goblins? And kobolds?
here in the desert province, obviously we deal with the casual struggles, things that are not monster-like. We have sand lions that travel through the deserts. We do have other sand creatures. Some purple worms.
The water has bugs.
Of course it does. Jesus Christ!
Phone.
I don't want to sit on it.
Why is my... Oh,
What?
my phone warning me I'm low on data, which must be like Scott's using more than necessary. Anyways, there's a purple worm. There's a purple worms here in the desert. Very far and few though. Typically, they stick to the wide range of the desert.
Okay.
They're not before anybody says no. These are not the gigantic, colossal titan-sized purple worms. They're just like I'd probably say like horse-sized purple worms.
Medium, like.
They're a
giant size.
They're like
medium
large-ish
size.
creatures.
Okay.
Anyways, sand lions, purple worms, Thrycreens obviously are the big problem here. The Thrycreen tribes aren't exactly Thrycreens, Thry-Kreen. And for those of you who don't know, Thrycreens are ant-like creatures. They have
You said THRI-KR. I-N?
Yeah, K-Keen.
K-E-E-N.
K-R-E-E-N. Thrycreen.
Okay.
Basically, for those of you who don't know Thrycreen, use your imaginations here. I can show a picture if you want. Basically, a Thrycreen is like an ant person, humanoid size, so about the average size of about a 5'9", 6 foot person. They have 4 arms, and they typically use staffs and spears.
Like ant humanoids?
Yeah, ant humanoids, essentially. Very dangerous creatures. Their tribes flourish in the deserts. If she rolls less than a 5 in one of the dice, the dice might have. It's the cleanest water in all the realm.
I feel like I should do an insight check on
I
the
love how
water.
YG's getting into this. Thanks, buddy.
Oh god, those are huge. Yes, they are.
Why am I not taking?
I'm imagining a man having sex with a dragon and a dragon ripping a girl and breaks his born. As Dovahki. Why am I not taking care of the monster problem myself? Oh, back. Did she die? No, she didn't die, Jacob. YG, typically you are a representative. Like, even though you are a fighter, you don't really necessarily... You have to protect your people. You don't really focus too much on going out to take care of the problems. Because if you go out, there's a chance you might not come back. And if you don't come back, then Ranjit runs the place. And let's face it, if Ranjit runs the place, it's going to be a real hole.
Fun.
It would be bad.
So, okay. So, horde of goblins and kobolds working together, supposedly.
Supposedly. As far as I know, they're goblins.
And purple worms, but they're far and few.
Yeah, far and few. You don't have to worry about those necessarily.
And you have sand lions.
Sand lions are always a problem.
Okay.
But they typically attack caravans at night though. They don't really do a lot during the day. They're kind of lazy creatures.
So I'm gonna say they're always a problem at night.
Yes. And then of course the Thrycreen are always wandering. There are more creatures here in the desert desert province, but those are mostly the main problems.
Okay.
Can I be a person in the story? If you want to be Static.
We'll figure out where you.
As Winter is covered in blood and says, "Why don't you guys go have an adventure?" That's Red. Can I be a magician? Might make the bar management easier. Nocturnal? You mean not lazy? Well, I mean, they're nocturnal, but, like, they don't really do much. Sand lions are kind of like normal lions, normal male lions. They're kind of lazy during the day. They're a bit active at night, but they don't really go far for their meals. They just look for the nearest food and then sneak attack them. And, you know what, YG? Because I rolled an 18 on this dice roll, you could be a magician. You are a low-level magician, as is common practice of the law here in this world. But you practice a few spells on the side. I will be every character in this. LOL. As Red is covered in blood and says, "Why aren't you going in adventures?"
Okay.
Anyways, so would you like to accept this job that YG has offered to you?
Yes.
In that case, he in return will offer you a home here in. He'll offer you a home here in Regis, and you will be technically official citizens. That's what he can offer. That's what he can offer you right now.
Okay.
If you do more to help his people, then maybe there might be more in the future.
Okay.
We have a deal?
Yes, we do.
Good. When would you like to head out?
Possibly as soon as possible.
I would recommend the same. The sooner this problem is taken care of, the more trade can go back to normal.
I'm gonna go take care of my friends now.
Probably a wise call. As YG takes up his cup and he sips the last of it. There wasn't that much left. And he sets it down and he claps his hands. Ranjit, clear the table, please. We have to get ready for the lunch rush.
I will take the tray and go back up to the...
Hey, Winter, I followed you on Twitter. Oh, thanks, Lone Wolf Mercenary. I appreciate
it. Back to the hut behind the bar.
YG's like, I am so lucky. Yes, you are. That could have been a 1, and you could have just been a bar owner. I will be a mysterious black and dark purple shadow that follows you guys and occasionally talks and or helps with battles. I can do high magic, but normally keeps it below 2. YG tips his fedora. Apparently, he has a fedora in the desert.
That's okay. Hey,
that's high fashion. That is high fashion.
Gotta keep the sand out of the hair. Come on.
YG just rolled a 19. That is the fashion of the desert realm.
Sounds good.
Not many people have fedoras. YG is probably the most fancy person here.
Hey, he runs the ball.
He
runs the town.
He owns a fedora.
And he runs the town.
Imagine the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, but that's the sort I want. What I accept a human. I make a static noise.
Okay.
Be right back as Red goes get Watcher for everybody, but for real, BRB gotta charge phone. Okay, buddy. Homeless man made me a nice guy when it comes to houses. Okay. Anyways, so you go to wake up your friends.
Yes, I go back I take the tray
You-
and
you-
go back to
Okay,
the
take,
hut.
take a tray with a couple cups of coffee, a little bit of
Yep,
food.
yep.
Okay, you come back and you notice that Loki is standing up. He looks pretty good, based on the night that he's had previously. Yeah, he seems to be keeping it together. Havoc, on the other hand, he's up, but you'll notice he's kind of clutching his head with one hand, going, "Oh, never again."
Well, I see you're up.
Why do you gotta talk so loud? You don't need to scream.
What was it?
You're not screaming, buddy. Oh.
Well,
Time to wakey wakey.
here's some coffee and some
You
food.
know how hard it is to tip a fedora and look cool with sand everywhere around you?
No, IG, but I'd admit it must be pretty awesome.
Give me a fedora and go find some sand, and we'll do this. We'll do this at the beach.
All up in this beach.
Okay, so I give
Watch
them
your
the
profanity.
coffee. So I put the. Is there a table in this room?
Yes, there is a
You
low
watch
table
your
in the center.
profanity.
Okay, so I put the food and the coffee on the table.
Havoc grabs the coffee. It's rejuvenating coffee.
And then after you guys are done eating,
Actually, little do you guys know, that actually is a coffee of rejuvenation.
well,
Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that YG's secret formula has magic in it. It's a secret brew. I'll never tell.
He just did, but okay.
Oh boy, I'm tired. I'm really having fun here. Wait! Does Abby have her birthday?
Technically, it's past midnight. It's not her birthday anymore, but you could still wish her a happy birthday. It would just be a belated happy birthday.
that's okay. Thank you.
Static drinks coffee.
Okay.
It's good coffee. Wait. It's absolutely amazing coffee.
Okay.
As it was a 17.
I will chug it down with gusto.
Havoc will drink it and just enjoy every sip.
Go get a cupcake.
The temptation is strong.
I don't have a cupcake. Are you out?
Yes. All that explaining made
Here.
me thirsty.
You can have that one. I still have water. I'm just kind of
Put
sipping.
candle.
Make a wish. She wishes not to die. And she's going to hit everybody with a riot shield.
Okay, Riot Shield, get out of this stream. You're not part of this.
And Knife Man guy.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'll travel back in time with my level 500 magic spells and wish her a happy birthday. Static makes a fire with hands and lights every candle in the room,
Kind of like Dumbledore in that scene of Hogwarts. Anyways. So everybody drinks their coffee, eats their food. You
I
kind
just sit and
of...
wait patiently.
Okay. As everybody finishes eating... yeah, basically everyone's just sitting down.
Are we all good? I got work for us.
Oh. How much does it pay?
Well, it doesn't pay much, but we will be offered a house, like a place to live, and we will be citizens of this town.
Seems like a fair deal. You're doing some work for the locals.
Yeah. So
Becoming rich.
supposedly, after I went and talked back to the bar and talked to YG, apparently there's some horde of goblins and kobolds supposedly working together.
Havoc kind of scratches his chin a little bit. That's a little unheard of. Goblins and kobolds don't typically work together.
They don't, but apparently they are.
Kobolds, aren't those cute little dragon things?
Well, they're more like lizard little creatures, yeah.
Yeah, but they're kind of cute.
Yeah, in the more of the stabbing your face with the spear kind of way.
Exactly.
I'm gonna kidnap a kobold
But
in this session.
That's not the only problem. Apparently there are some purple worms, but they are far and few.
Purple worms, Jesus Christ.
Not gigantic ones, about the size of a
Okay,
horse.
Jesus Christ. How would there be a purple worm of that size and nobody sees it? It's
I don't know, but
like, that's
apparently
like running earthquakes.
I don't know, but apparently, that they're a problem, but they're not a huge problem.
I mean, they're only medium sized. They must be probably young ones.
Must be.
I am going to kidnap a kobold in this session.
Okay,
and I
so
will
we
drag it
have
around with me everywhere.
another.
Hold on a second. Wait, Winter, if I get more than 13 at a dice, can I be a sand magician?
He wants to be a
I rolled a
sandbender.
11.
You are a pro sand magician. As you roll a 17.
Okay.
They are witnesses.
There's
It's a 17.
another
You're
problem.
a pro sand wizard.
I awaken from my 9 hours of rest and draw my dagger using my stored stamina and get to my friends. Roll for my arrival.
Roll.
You get there with much speed as a lizard man seems to come through into your tent.
Okay. Well,
You can't really understand him, but he seems ready to help you.
hi.
He does not have a name.
Hey, people like the video. Smells fishy. Where's the fish?
Okay, so there are a couple other problems.
My name is Static in Game HW.
Typically, I'll go by your screen names if I give you guys names.
Okay. So apparently there's some other a couple other problems too. Like sand lions, they're a problem, but they're only a problem at night.
YG posted in the chat. Okay, oh my, the worms will be a problem in some years from now if they are from the same species as those of the monsters from some years ago.
No way.
YG, I love your level of commitment. Don't change.
Hey, people like the video.
Yeah, people like the video. Yeah.
Winter, read my comment. I have made a new order to my guards to go and find refugees.
Hopefully those refugees will be,
Not us.
yeah, not us. I don't want us to be caught by the guards. But, actually,
again.
actually,
That was a terrifying.
that is an
experience.
official order by King Brian called.
Oh no!
If refugees are to be found in any of the provinces, they are to be brought and executed at once.
Okay, so apparently
Unless they have proper paperwork. If they have proper paperwork, that's fine.
I don't have proper paper.
I'm
have
a cleric who's wanted by the country. I heal people without charging.
I am currently on.
I love watching D&D, and I love it, but never played a good game. What's my name? What's the name of my helper again?
It is Run Sheet. That is the name of your helper.
I want to spell that.
I organize the New California Republic and lead them to destroy Caesar.
This is not Fallout.
Okay, so
And so you guys will have to find more hipster cities to hide in the future.
So says King Brian called.
Maybe I am still kind of a kid, and I know that no one my age likes D&D anymore, but I love it so much.
you should change his name to King Called.
Yeah, I mean that's his last name. King Called. That sounds a little bit like King Kong, but King Called, I like it. How do I spell Run Sheet?
Gex.
There's a few spellings on the chat if you look through it.
Can I continue while you guys are doing that, or do you want me to just wait?
Run sheet.
There. That is the way it's out.
Okay.
Turns into a baby duck with horns and squawks on the table. I can fix it.
Red sheet.
Okay, so can I continue now
Yes, go ahead.
with the other two problems that...
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
So you were on sand lions.
Sand lions are a problem, but they're only a problem at night because they're lazy during the day.
Sounds about right.
And then, I guess thrycreen are a
Oh, yeah.
huge problem.
For those of you, because the session started a handful of, because this session is the first one you guys are seeing, but this is actually the fourth session we've had. Havoc has warned you about the thrycreen before. He has tangled with the kind of the thrycreen.
Yeah.
He's danced the tango with them.
Okay.
So that's not unheard of.
Okay, I demand to be a drought who assassinates people in the universe, no matter how insignificant. I will only kill small villagers.
Apparently, there's a serial killer in our world.
Oh boy.
And Thomas, the dank engine, is my dad. I've also made so many jobs to control cities, give less money to people, and more to barracks. But you guys are good.
Thanks, Called. I appreciate it.
Okay.
King Called seems to be very generous to us. But very much a douche to everybody else. But he's playing the character well.
Alright,
Yes. Okay. I did tell YG we would leave as soon as possible.
Okay, in that case, we should probably pack up and get ready to go.
Okay. We should probably go talk to YG and let him know we're heading out.
Okay, we just give him a little bit of a fourth notice.
Yep.
We might have to leave the horses behind, though.
Yeah.
We could probably the carriage. I mean, the carriage might be a bit much. Yeah, actually, you know what? It should be fine. Especially if we're looking for goblins and all them who raid.
Right.
Who raid
Do we want to go by
caravans.
foot or?
Yeah, let's take the cart.
We're taking the cart.
Because
Okay.
now that Havoc thinks about it, it's they attack caravans. You'd think that one carriage would be a perfect target for them.
All right.
Okay. I guess we're taking our cart.
Sure, you missed my last comment, did I?
Damn. Got a negative.
Great. Okay. Let's do this.
Careful when leaving for a run. She decided to mop the floor with a slippery solution around us while we were talking.
Oh no!
And here it's like, yes, score! And also, Juan, to answer your question, Abby's actually the one who requested it. Of course, I was the one who got her into D&D in the first place. And and my buddy here, Briggs, he very common. Wait, why is there? There's a charger port right there. Get away. My buddy Briggs has been into D&D when he actually. When was the first time you played D&D? Or was it did you play?
I didn't start out with D&D. I started playing.
Was it Pathfinder?
Yes. I started with Pathfinder.
Wasn't that when you were in Germany?
Yes.
And then you started playing D&D as well?
Did one session as the three-headed dog Cerberus. Cerberus was a drunk puppy.
Do more of these streams, please. I probably will. If you guys really do like this stream, please let me know in the comments. I would like to start making this like a weekly thing. Except for I'd probably start a fresh campaign for the streams, just so that way you guys could be you guys could be a little bit more involved and kind of make it possible for you guys to kind of be active characters. The serial killer killed your kid. Didn't you hear it? And also, D&D is absolutely fun. I meet tons of kids who play this game. Of course, it's a little bit toned down when I meet younger kids who play this game.
I have German background. My mom was in the military, so we went over there for 4 years.
Let's send 5 in the dice and you will slip on the floor. Okay, so we go to CYG. Everybody roll a die and...
No!
She slips on her butt.
You slip on the floor.
I slip and fall too. Loki's still drunk, apparently.
Nat 20!
Dude!
Yes! I'm winning!
He actually fell.
You liar!
It was a nat 20.
You guys walk into the bar and just to narrate how this happens. You guys
Did you roll a 9?
Both of you walk into the bar first.
I thought he said less than a 5.
Less than a 5.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only one that fell.
You walk in and you just slip and slide. You fall on your butt and you're like, ow! You walk in, you find it a little hard to keep your footing, but you do it. You just kind of walk in doing the running man. And freaking Havoc just slides like a majestic butterfly on the mop floor. You'll notice YG is standing behind the counter. He will laugh at you, but very discreetly, so you barely notice. It's like a slight chuckle.
I notice everything. Not really.
You see nothing. He hides it well. That was a 19. Winter nailed the walking. Yes, I did. Oh, wait, Briggs. Oh gosh. I silently slip into an old woman's home with my dagger and ready to slit her throat. Roll. Upon doing so, you accidentally drop your dagger. She is alerted, but you are able to pick up your dagger and slip away quickly. That's what you get with a 5. 5. Anyways,
Can I ask Havoc for help up?
Havoc will gladly help you. Read my last 4 comments. Oh gosh.
Do I need to roll for anything?
You are in a hipster city, but not for long. My guards, soon guards will find you lollygagging for a lot. I love this game, actually. That's good to hear, Colt. I like when people like this. We better keep moving. Damn! Good thing she had cataracts. Oh god, the NCR, thank you for that. Anyways, so Havoc will gladly help you up.
Do I need to roll for anything?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
No, Havoc's gonna help you. No, he's got a nat 20. He's gliding on the washed floor, and because you're holding his hand through this, he will help you glide.
Okay. I just didn't know if I need to roll like an acrobatics or something.
No. You're
okay.
Anyways, it's not like you did damage. So YG kind of just stands. After seeing this, he kind of just chuckles to himself, but he seems fine. So you guys are ready to go?
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, he pulls out a little map and he shows you. I don't have one like right here, but he's just basically to show you that this is where people say that they've been attacked. And it's based on what you can see by the map. It's going to take about a day and a half to get there. It's about a 3-day trip from the other, the bigger like sand city, which I named Nurgle. Yes, a sand city named Nurgle. It has a very dark history.
Okay.
But it has plentiful of resources, so it's a good place for trading.
Sounds good.
Basically, apparently as people are leaving Nurgle, it's fine. But as soon as they get close to the villages, they get attacked. And people that I send from here to Nurgle typically get attacked as well.
So they don't come back.
They don't come back. I get a few people back who come back, but like normally I'll send like a party of like 8 and only 1 will come back.
Oh jeez. Okay.
It's been a problem that's been reoccurring. This village was bigger. That house that you guys are living in currently used to have a family. The child now lives with the grandparents that live in the village. The mother and father were 2 of the guards that went on that last caravan trip. Yes, we're adding a sad twist to this story. So I'm sending people who are a little bit more trained to do this. I can't risk my guards sacrificing their lives again. I've been preventing people from attacking the village, but I can't leave the village. I can't leave this place defenseless.
Right, right.
So the sooner you get this done, the better. I would very much appreciate that.
Okay. We will go get this in, then we'll come right back.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Okay.
In the meantime, when you return, if you are successful, which, by the way, I would very much like it to, I would like proof that you've done this. If you could just bring back some goblin's ears. Just to prove that you did your job, and a couple of kobold staffs, if there are any kobold staffs.
If there aren't any kobold
if there aren't any, I will take your word for it. But I would very much like.
What if we got like scales for the kobold or something?
How about we just bring you back one? I will kidnap one. I want one. It will be my pet.
If we don't kill it first.
No, I will knock it down.
Please, Winter, do more of these. I'm back. Anything exciting happened yet? Ignites bomb underneath Winter's table. Please don't. Winter, tell Briggs I like him. I already wrote why, but you didn't read it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
YG, careful, for the desert hides a lot of dangers. The desert. The desert hides lots of dangers. Like high calories. Wait, Winter, you are one of the main characters, right? Like the 3 scouts? Yes, I am one of the main characters technically. I'm here to make sure, essentially my character, Havoc, is here to make sure that they don't die right away. Typically, teams of 2 who play D&D typically die pretty fast.
Yeah,
Anyways, reading some past comments. I apologize if I missed any. Winter nailed the walking. Thank you.
It's kind of hard when we're into a game.
Winter, you should do a thing where we're all involved and the viewers have to write NFP. What? NFP? Hold on. I'm working on it. Thank you, Clavicus. Winter, can you roll for me? Can I either shapeshift into a sloth or latch onto Abby's back or become a particles and just follow you guys around? I'll tell you what, Static. You're a shadow in the night. We'll see what happens from there.
Also, Winter, you should do a thing where we're involved. The viewers have to write NEP when doing something of their role to not confuse it with any normal comments.
You know what, Cole? That's not a bad idea. If I start making this a regular thing, then maybe I'll do that.
Anyways. Can you read my last comment? I already did. And, why send you reading my comment? Or, Winter Stack, what you read comment? Yep. YG, if you want, you can buy the desert sand desert over table for a small price. Thank us, Slosks. Sanding is a figment of our imaginations. NEP, I use a volatile pure alcohol substance and a rag and a piece of wood and flint, so I'm making a Molotov. And try to light a Molotov roll and start rolling on my own. What dice do you use?
I typically use a die 20, and typically, depending on, I have a little scale here for determining whether it is a success or a failure, depending on how difficult the task is. Lighting a Molotov is a moderately difficult task, nothing too dangerous, but if you light it wrong, you could accidentally have it explode on yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna leave, right?
Everyone, sorry for not being here. Phone died. I didn't realize.
No, it's okay, Wolf. I appreciate it, buddy.
On your adventure to the Goblin Cage, you already see a Goblin Sorcerer who seems friendly. He has a hat with a name, Juan, written on it.
Okay, the way you say that it makes me think of like a kid who's like wearing a bathrobe and a dunce hat and that says wizard, but the W is sideways. Wizard. I am the www.eizzard.com. If you know what that's a reference to, you're awesome. If you don't, you're still awesome.
I am healing and lightning magic spirit. NP, I have reduced food cost on any town or city that is controlled by my kingdom. Also, refugees will not be hunted down for 35 hours.
Well, that's good to know.
I like
Do
it.
roll?
Yes, go ahead and do. If you would like to do a roll for yourself, NCR, go right ahead. Otherwise, I will do roll for you if you would like. If that would be easier for you.
I'm right here.
Yeah, he's right here.
He's right here.
Right here. He is champion.
He is actually in the picture this time.
So you guys go ahead and go off looking for the
Area where the goblins and kobolds attack.
Yes.
All right. So you guys go on your travel, and we're gonna see. And typically, for those of you who at home who don't know how I do this, typically I roll a die, a handful of die, to determine whether or not an encounter happens, a event happens, or so on and so forth, depending on how high the roll is. I do have a little thing right here that says something happens, which allows me to determine that.
Are we in trouble?
Uber.
since I'm the king, get to say my things in between turns.
That is very true, Called. For those of you who did not hear, apparently the king decided to have a slight change of heart, reducing some food prices, and refugees are not being hunted for a time being.
Alright.
It might be a trap.
Maybe a trap.
I'm basically an orb, exactly. YG, oh, one more warning. There are some weird goblins around. Just
Try to avoid them.
Okay.
They might be wearing hats and think they are wizards.
Oh boy. Okay. That's good to know.
but not spamming them germs in the body.
Okay. Let's.
Barbas did a roll down the hill. Now he's gone off the cliff. I think I should go after him.
Maybe climb, because that might be a wide idea.
But accidentally, the goblin sorcerer opens a portal and jumps into it. He loses his hat on the way through. No! I roll a 17. It lights successfully. I attempt to throw.
Easy task. Yes, technically that would be an easy task, as throwing it would not be that difficult.
So where are you guys heading now?
We are heading towards the area in which you guys were told that the goblins and kobolds attack caravans.
Okay.
So, you guys are traveling. It's about midday. You guys just kind of chilling out in the carriage while Havoc is...
Damn sure.
Yep.
Actually, Havoc has to roll animal handling.
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh no.
We're doing this again.
Okay.
We're having a party in the
That's
car.
bad, but
No.
okay, thank God. Okay, so as you guys are going about halfway through the day, all of a sudden, you know, because there's so many bumps, so many like the sand is so difficult to be like driving a carriage on because it's not like a sand operated
We're in
vehicle or
trouble.
anything. These aren't sand horses. The horses are having a hard time keeping their balance and everything, and all of a sudden, the holster that holds the horses and the cart and the carriage together snaps.
Oh no!
The carriage lurches forward. I'm gonna have each of you roll me a I'm gonna say a dexterity dexterity roll.
A nat 20.
You keep your balance just fine. Oh my God,
Nat 20.
Havoc is not doing good.
Nice.
Both of you maintain your balance perfectly. You're doing just fine. But you see Havoc fling off of the cart
Bye, buddy!
as he falls back first, knocking the wind out of him as he hits the sand. But fortunately, the horses don't run off. Thank you. The horses don't run off. They just, as soon as the sound scared them, but they just kind of rear themselves.
Okay.
But they seem to calm down pretty fast. I will BRB, but I am still following you guys, but I'm not doing anything until I want to. LOL. Haha. Will there be sandstorms? There is always a chance of sandstorms. Pick up the sorcerer's hat. Maybe it is useful later. Maybe. I roll a 12 and throw them all atop the old woman's house successfully, laying it on fire, making a large smoke screen. 19, allowing me to get away easily. Tip: remember, you will have to pay less for food. Normal costs for everything else are still on. Duly noted. Called. You know what? That would be pretty fun. Just have called and some of the people in the chat just set random settings for you guys. Oh, that would make a stream a little bit more interesting. But
God.
anyways, by the way, INCR. The old woman rolled a nat 20. You see her hop out the window, landing perfectly on her feet. She seems to be covered in soot, but other than that, she seems to be perfectly healthy. Her house is being burnt down, and it is being burnt down at an incredible rate. But, which, by the way, you guys can take a look and verify for me.
Yeah, I looked over
It's a nat 20. The old woman is apparently a ninja. Winter glasses go so far down his nose, they end up on his lap. No. Only the king. While in the bar, people are still slipping on the mop floor, and I'm not doing very well trying to hide my laughs. But anyway, so yes, you guys notice that the cart partially breaks.
YG, I think Ranjit needs to be fired.
Or at the very least has a very stern talking to. But damn, he makes the finest sandwiches in all the realm. But anyways, you'll notice that after Havoc catches his breath, he stands up. He's just like, for the love of Odin. God, as he kind of connects the cart again, you notice the crack. You don't even need to roll perception. You can see the crack is very visible. It looks to be a little less than a foot long as the crack is in the steel.
I talked to Havoc. Is that cart gonna be okay?
It should be actually. As Havoc will use one of his cantrips as a cleric called Mending. Which actually, as long as the actually, hold on 1 second.
That work?
Yeah, it should work just fine as long as the crack or the damage is not more than a foot long. Which, even though this, as thick as it is, it's not exactly a long connection. If that makes sense.
Okay.
You can find that in the book under M's for cantrips. Mending will heal it, and it should be just fine.
I was just wondering if that would actually work on something that's not alive.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work on something that's
SCR,
alive?
It's a fixing spell.
Jesus Christ,
though.
she just won't die, motherfucker.
If you need a clarity on that, here's
Winter, quick
Mending
question.
spell.
Am I doing a decent job at my roll? Called, you are
It's
doing an
for
amazing
real.
job
Oh,
at
okay.
your roll. Don't change. Rolls for perception to see if she makes it out alive. I think she dies in a fiery...
Oh, yeah.
A 3.
Okay.
I think she dies in a fiery pit of my creation. I walk away without noticing. Well, oh god, it's CR.
Gotta go.
Lone Wolf Mercenary, thank you so much for hanging out with us, buddy. Dude, love your face. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you soon, but for now, stay frosty, my friend.
Bye.
One time I tried to cook the food in my bar. Let's just say the quote-unquote sandwich does not have this name for nothing. It's a sandwich.
Your glasses keep falling off your face. Is your
I
nose
know.
sweaty? Kinda.
Maybe slightly. I'm the mighty goblin sorcerer have teleported to the goblin chief and told them that you would come so they would know your presence. Clavicus Vile is pretty sure I am the only one who has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Okay, Clavicus, basically what is happening is they got a man. They met as they got to Regis and they found a hole and they talked to the barkeep. They met Ranjich, the let's talk the interesting barkeep. As they meet they end up meeting the owner of the bar, which was I rolled YG, who is also the mayor of the area, who decided to hire the ranger and her friends to take care of a problem of goblins and kobolds that are they are a problem here around the area, as they've been attacking caravans that travels from Regis to Nurgle. Nurgle being one of the bigger cities in the Sand Province. YG and Cald are both talking about their characters, and NCR is currently having his own predicament that isn't quite working out very well for him.
Nope, I still don't get it. Sorry, I was looking through my fortress windows with my telescope and it fell off.
Working. Anyways.
Just there they are. That's a long telescope.
Very long telescope.
So using mending, Havoc was able to fix the card.
Okay.
So you guys can continue going through the day. Okay. The rest of the day passed without incident, no real problems. So it is nighttime. So Havoc will take first watch.
Yeah, since we're probably still where we got stuck. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it took a while.
Yeah, mending does take some time.
I remember this. Every time we take third watch, something always bad happens on first watch. So I will take second watch this time.
I'll take third watch.
Okay. For those of you who don't understand what is going on, basically, since we're in a foreign land, we really don't know what to expect. And by foreign land, I mean outside of our homes. We take watch, which makes it so that one person stays awake and kind of keeps an eye out on the surroundings. Make sure that no monsters sneak up on us while we're sleeping. And basically, I will roll for what happens through the night.
Oh, Mother Clucker, could you grab my headphone? It's by your foot.
Oh man, you rolled a 2. Anyway.
Oh no.
Let's see.
YG just discovered that Ranjit had decided to leave to the bar back to drink while the floor is slippery.
I don't know why, but I think it was all planned. I hitch a ride towards the central city. I attempt to kill the driver in the carriage. I roll a 13. Someone want to roll for the driver? I can do that for you.
Oh, that driver has no chance. He rolled a 4. And he's wearing cloth. He's not wearing any armor.
So basically, you killed him, and he didn't even realize what happened.
My story doesn't even count as legit, right?
Not currently, Juan. Maybe down the road.
And now his watch has ended. Winter, what is the currency called again?
The currency is gold. Gold, silver, copper, platinum, and electrum. Electrum is a little bit more valuable than gold, more valuable than gold, but not as valuable as platinum.
I currently have 7 gems.
But there was no merchant to sell to in Regis because merchants aren't exactly.
It's okay. I won't sell them until we get to a rich area. I will raise that price.
Can I name it?
Called, if you want to name them, go right ahead.
Winter, why do you need to keep watch? You're in your own freaking house. The only thing you need to watch out for is your own children. Callans.
The coins are now called Callans.
No boy. Okay.
There's copper, there's silver, and then there's Callans. They're the main currency.
Alright.
Anyways.
That works.
Anyways, so basically, we're gonna see how this is. Third watch.
That was me.
Haha.
Roll
Oh,
your perception
no.
as you're chilling
Oh.
by chilling by
on.
the caravan.
I probably see crap. 13?
This isn't a very sneaky creature. So as you are just chilling out, you hear some grumbles.
Would it be a nature check?
You hear, just let me explain first. You hear
Alright.
some grumbles, and a slight roar. Very, very slight. Just.
Meow. 18 for nature.
18 for nature. Oh, you recognize that sound. That's a sand lion.
Oh, crap.
But you don't see it.
I have dark vision.
Yes. But the sand lion is sneaky. Na sneaky sand lion.
No! Okay. I'm gonna...
Grab your weapon and just to be
Can I
safe.
stealthily grab my weapon?
You could stealth for sure.
10?
You ain't hiding from nothing.
That lion's
You
like,
reach for your you reach out your hand for your weapon. All of a sudden, all you hear is. Would you like to risk it?
Trying to think of what to do.
Well, look at it this way. What are you reaching for? Your bow or your swords?
I was reaching for my swords.
If you draw them, you know what happens.
Oh crap. Let's see, what can I do?
As red returns with women, gold callons are different materials. Different material callons. Okay. Julie, know what it's called?
Perception check.
Not hook ears.
What's gonna happen if I like yell for
So
help?
you guys already in the midway to the next town? Well, we are a town. We are a day out.
We're taking a job right now.
Probably about 3/4 of a day out from when the cart broke down.
Yeah, we're doing
Did
it.
Abby die? Not yet. Either that or low-key stomach grumbling. That growling noise is just Winter snoring. The Goblin Chief orders some of his people to build barricades and watch the nearby streets at every time.
Crap.
But next week, can you make a whole new D&D with us in the chat, please? We can use the Discord chat to talk with each other. If you would like to do that, and make this a weekly thing on Sundays, I would gladly do that. Sorry to bring you down, but the last kitten died. Oh, Wolf, that's sad to hear. So you're reaching for your swords, by the way?
I'm debating on what to do. I'm still trying to figure out. I wonder what would happen if I yelled for help.
Well, now let me ask you something. If you yelled with an animal that was not too far away from you, what would the animal do?
Attack.
What do animals normally do when they know that their prey would screech out for help?
ooh, food. Ah, death.
Crap.
How about instead of screeching for food, you reach to the closest person and go, wake up.
Trying to figure out how to.
As you are taking time deliberating, you notice the lion. You can actually start to see the outtip of a lion as it gets closer to you. It's probably only about 25 feet away from you at this point.
God.
And creeping ever closer.
Can I do a perception check really quick again?
You could go ahead and try.
God dang it!
Roll worse.
I only did that because I was going to use ensnaring strike.
You can see the outline.
Dang it.
It's a pretty large lion.
I
can't do that because I'm not on your Discord and I don't understand any of this. Also, I need to go to get Barvis. He ended up being killed. Oh no, that's not good. Maybe I continue down this road, slowly falling asleep till I will to stay awake. 3. I fall asleep and fall off the carriage, and the horse runs off. Now my face now damaged, and my arms weak.
Stick of truth.
Should I use ensnaring strike?
Go ahead and try it. I stand and walk down the road.
Okay.
You do that, NCR.
So I'm gonna try rolling an ensnaring strike, which is
in that case,
my...
to do an ensnaring strike, is that magic or is that?
Ensnaring strike is.
It's
Or would that require a bow?
a
or
casting
swords?
one bonus. It's actually like vines.
Oh,
Oh, and
Yeah, ensnaring strike. Here.
Would you like to try to do that?
It's a bonus action, which is the range of myself. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. If the target succeeds on the save, the vines shrivel away. While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each turn.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay, which is my.
Wait, I have to. Will the lion have to roll a strength saving throw?
yes.
Yes.
What is your spell? You wouldn't roll then. I would roll.
I'd have to roll the casting for it, right?
No, you wouldn't. If it just says they have to make a strength, do a strength save.
If there's, you don't have to roll if it's
That book Abby has looks like she's doing taxes. My court wizard was experimenting with some spells and mistake made it so that rivers are toxic. Beware, it is recommended to drink from artificial water. A cure for disease is honey plus
so
water.
my casting spell save would be 8.
Brick toaster, I saw that little tip.
So would it be 8 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 10, or 8 plus 2
plus your since you're a ranger, it would be a
2, so 12.
Okay, so he has to make a 12.
He has to be.
Are you sure you're reading that right? Let me see. A plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. Oh, jeez.
So 12.
He has a +4 to strength, so. Okay, that doesn't work.
Dang it!
Roll initiatives.
Oh no!
I roll nothing.
Oh, he rolls. So he rolls low. So you're lucky. No.
She rolls just as low.
Wait, that's 2 plus my
Dex.
Yeah, plus dex.
So 6.
He also got a 6.
Gosh,
So
darn
simultaneous.
it! Oh no! I have
Lakers.
Crap, can I have my swords out already?
Nope, your swords are beside you. I don't know what you think. This is the type of crabs that hang around lakes. The corner floor is now walkable. I walk around trying to find and Fat Rod sheet, but I just can't find him. Why, gee, where's that lazy sack of bones? So Winter got my NAP clear. I did get your NAP clear, buddy. Duly noted. Have you been drinking from the water too? Maybe. As Red slopped in the bar and said, "Where did my crew went?" and followed the footsteps.
I am trying to find a new die.
Anyway, so with initiatives rolled, actually I'm gonna have. No, not yet. Not yet. We're still sleeping.
Yes.
You don't know what's going on
Nope.
because I couldn't wake anybody up.
Would you like to use a free action now, since you and the lion go at the same time, to wake us up? Just a simple, "Hey, wake up! Please help me! I'm going to be eaten by a lion!"
Yes.
Well,
Is that exactly what you say?
Yes.
In that case, we will
I got a 20.
You got a 20,
Initiative.
modified or
Modified.
Oh well, actually, you know what? We would wake up, but and I would get a 16, but we are currently prone at the moment as we were laying down in the.
Well, take the time to get the heck up.
We would start next round.
Exactly. Because we take our time getting up.
No, where did you say my weapons were?
Literally right next to you.
Okay.
I thought she grabbed her weapons.
I was. Okay, so I pick up my
Who's
weapons
the guy to
really
the
quick.
left? Is that Winter's dad?
No, that is Briggs.
Briggs is not that old. Briggs is like 2 years older than me. No, like 3 years older than me.
I would have
He's a
had
year-
him when I was, what, 2?
Yes. You would have been 2. He's only 20. He's only 24.
25.
25. Sorry.
He's a year older than me.
You're a year older than I apologize. You are 20.
He's a year
You
older
are
than
25.
me.
BRB. Okay. I found Ranchi sleeping in his room. I decided to throw some sand in his face. Rolls the dice 9. I put a ball of sand inside his underwear and he instantly wakes up. Wolf, already a Janet too.
There
You
must have been
whore.
some were scorpions in that sand. Okay.
There were definitely scorpions in that scene. Anyway, so you scream for that. Would you like to attack? Because you would take a minor action to grab your swords.
Yeah. Might as well.
All right, go ahead and do what you're going to do. Go for the strike.
Okay. 13, 16, 18.
That is a hit. Roll me damage. Well, it's a lion, and they don't exactly have the strongest.
Okay, and I didn't dual wield that time, so.
Is it a single sword?
Well, I have both. I'm holding both, but.
You're only attacking with one?
Well, yeah, for
okay,
right now.
Fair enough. Fair
So it's 1d8.
Okay, roll me damage.
6 plus my strength, which is 9. 9 points of damage.
You landed a pretty good blow on that lion. Like the lion was pretty vicious at you, but you're just like, no, back, kitty, and you smack him on the side. You leave a little cut, but it doesn't bother the lion. It doesn't bother the sand lion. Like it looks like it's taking a few hits itself.
Oh no. I'm in trouble.
Hey Winter. Hey Red Death. Winter, my new NEP. 18 plus 18 equals 4,000. The unnoticed scorpion I put in Ranji underwear is possible poisonous? It's not poisonous. It's just very irritating. Anyways, so you notice that this lion has taken a little bit of damage before, but it doesn't seem to bother him too much.
Okay.
And he is going to go up and claw you. And it's going to be 15 versus armor class.
That is a miss, actually.
And then he's going, now that he's up close, he's also going to try to bite you.
Oh no.
He's going to do worse. He's going to get 11 versus armor class. So basically,
So in other words,
he's going to swing his claws at you, and you're just going to kind of.
So in other words, I have my swords, and I'm going to like.
Yeah, basically you're crossing your swords, and like he's like, ah, you're mean. Ah, I'm trying to eat you. Why aren't you letting me eat you?
Okay.
What is the job description? What is the job? Answer my comment. Red Death, what YG was talking about is that maybe next week, if I start doing this on a weekly basis, that I would allow you guys to be NPCs, where basically non-playable characters, except you guys would be playing those unplayable characters. Basically, you would be characters in the story. Winter, my second to last comment.
Okay.
What be font of magic? Oh, come on. I was reading
Envy, a lot of cities are going through disease and thirst. Even though I should not care, my court wizard will try to fix this soon.
I like this
New series, Brick Toaster's story to having winter at 2. You were a dad at 2 years old. Dada? Dada! That's all right. Hey, Winter, Abby, and whoever the other person is.
That's Briggs.
That's my buddy Briggs. And Winnie, welcome to the chat. As Red backstabs the scorpion, he misses and leaves a bruise. Well, that was in Ranjit's pants. So you left a bruise on his butt. Right at the crack. And it's hilarious. Anyways, so new round. Basically, now that we're awake, it will take us our entire movement action to get out of the carriage.
Awesome. That's what we do. Or at least that's what
So
I do.
anyways, with that being the case, Loki, you are first. Again, take a whole movement action to get out of the carriage.
I am out of the carriage. And I
But-
didn't die.
But you do cast magic, so you could attack if you wanted to. You basically, you see the lion is attack. Like, you get out the side, and you could see that the lion is attacking your friend. Excuse me.
Magic missile. As I open the curtain and go,
Winnie says happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Winnie.
that is...
I stop and start to dig a drow tunnel to rest and sleep. I'm fatigued. I roll a 15. It's crude because of my fatigue, but it's livable. I start to rest for 9 hours. Duly noted, NCR.
It's
35 hours have passed. Food will go back. Go to
22 for the first hit.
22 for the
22
first
first hit. That's a hit. This is the lion. This isn't an armored warrior.
Yeah, I know.
It's a pretty good hit.
But he
19,
That's a hit as well.
18.
Yeah, that's a hit as well. Jesus, are you casting? How the heck are you attacking?
Magic missile.
Oh,
Cast
magic
3
missile.
missiles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
stupid. I
I
know
was
my
about to say,
belt.
dang, dude.
And
Just
then-
roasting this lion.
4, 8. 8, 11 points of damage.
Start telling the story, Brick Toaster. Who is the mother, and how did you advance in the relationship in only 2 years?
She left me. There you go.
Poor Ranjit. That's what he gets for being lazy. But I'll pay for the healer to heal him. It's good. You're a good guy,
Yeah.
YG.
You guys make up the story, because it's not even real.
Oh, technically it is real. It's canon. Canon.
It's canon? I'm your father?
No, that's not canon.
I am not
I
your
thought you were referencing the story that's in the chat. The story in the chat is completely real.
No, not the
No.
story that's going on in the chat.
I say in a few years. I said advance, not what every girl does. I'm sorry, that was too far. That's okay, Wolf. You're fine. Anyway, so you blast the lion. How much damage do you do exactly?
11 points of damage.
7 points of
I
damage.
was about to say, I'll re-roll it. Hopefully I'll get better rolls.
You freaking nail that lion. Like, you nail him pretty
I
hard.
just happened to
You hit
remember
it-
the rules that you...
All 3 of your force missiles hit exactly where she cut.
Nice.
So he's bleeding pretty badly, too. And Havoc's going to get out of the carriage, but since he used his whole movement action, he can't do anything else. Okay, gosh darn it. What an uneventful turn I've had.
Which means it's my turn.
Yep, yours and the lion's.
Okay.
Use
So I'm gonna use my swords again.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna... I probably should have said I'm dual attacking.
Okay.
But I'll just strike again once. 19, 21.
That's a hit. I'm scanning, guys. There's red cuts of the lion. Red cuts of the lion's creepy and
4 points of damage.
You irritate the lion, poking him in the side, out of ribs. He's bleeding,
Okay.
but not heavily. Where you cut him.
Bleeding quite.
But he's not happy with you.
Of course
He's
he's
even,
Of course he's not.
he's even less happy
focused
with
on
you.
me.
But
He's still focused on me, apparently.
I can run.
swipe with the claws and he misses.
I could
Going
run
for
and
the
still
bite though. Ooh, 18 versus armor class.
Ooh, that's a hit. That's a hit.
He's gonna do 12 points of damage as he sinks his teeth into your shoulder, and he is now gripping you, not letting go.
Oh.
Have that noted on your sheet.
Okay, so let's see. You said 12 points of damage?
Yep. A rebel being captured the city of Ravik Falls. Ugh, I don't have that city in my control now. Wait, how much longer will the chat be live stream be? Calls like 3 more hours. No, probably it'll go on for about another like 40 minutes. Probably. I do work in the morning. But if you guys really do like this and you actually want this to be a Sunday thing, then maybe we can try doing this earlier in the day on Sundays. Start at like let's start at like 7 or 8 p.m. and then go until about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. But you guys can let me know about that in the chat. What you guys think? You like that?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Cool. I'm glad to see you guys like that. Probably set up that curtain then.
Yeah. I can buy that Friday.
Yeah. Anyways, so focusing on what's going on here. So anyways, it's a new round. That lion's not gonna let you go, by the way.
No, I know. I'm probably dying.
You're first.
I'm probably slowly bleeding to death.
It's a pretty good bite.
Okay, 16 for more magic missiles, and a 21 for more magic missiles.
That's a hit. The only healer in the town is actually Ranjit's sister, Ranjita. Ranjita laughs when she sees Ranjit's buns.
So I got 2 hits.
Oh no!
I got 3 hits. Basically, I'm just gonna.
Very awkward, Red Death. Very awkward. So anyway, roll me damage. I was listening the whole time. I was just reading the chat as well.
2, 6, 9.
You.
Less damage this time.
So 9 points damage.
That's okay.
And that lion. You hit that lion with those force missiles, and you'll notice that. Yeah, you fucking like you just like with the blunt damage, you just knocked that knocked that lion straight out. He's unconscious.
Well, I didn't want a pet lion. Kill it.
But he hasn't let go of you. The pressure is just as strong. In fact, the pressure got a little bit harder the more he got hit.
Do I need to make a check?
Basically, you. Basically, I will have you.
How bad am I dying right now?
Let's see how strong his grip is. Roll me a strength check.
A strength check? Oh boy. 18?
Basically, you slam the pommel of your sword against the lion's head, and as you do so, the lion just kind of falls over. He's bleeding pretty heavily, but he's just unconscious. And also, you have some pretty nasty scars on you. But fortunately, your friend Havoc will cast Healing Word.
Oh, I was going to say, I have Cure Wounds.
Yeah, but don't waste your Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds will probably save your life. Healing Word. I have Healing Word.
I'm bleeding to death.
Not anymore. You heal. You heal 5 health.
5 health?
Okay, so you should only be down 7.
Okay, so let's see.
You're streaming for 3 more hours? No, I'm not streaming for 3 more hours. No, like I said, I'm probably streaming for about another 40 minutes.
Oh man, if that's the case, I'm taking tomorrow off. And I can't afford that.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we could
Okay,
probably at least a half hour. And then we're gonna.
You said I heal 5?
Yes.
Yes, you heal 5.
So I should be at like what, 19 right now?
Yes, just about.
Because I was at 14.
You were at 14. You gained 5. You gained 5. So yes, 19. Anyways, so the lion is now unconscious on the ground, bleeding pretty heavily, but not dead. Havoc's just like, maybe we shouldn't leave this to chance.
No.
Shall we kill it?
Mm-hmm.
You're the one with the blood. You're the one with the sharpened weapons. You don't need to roll. It's prone, and like you could just stab it.
Yeah, it's
So you could just
Still a strength check.
not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look
Just
at
stab it.
like. Let me ask you a question. If you walked over to let's say you saw a
Well,
lion.
then I'll stab it.
Okay, you stab your sword into it, slitting its throat. It is dead. Just to, yeah, it dies.
Okay.
Picture it this way: if you were fighting an enemy and your enemy was on the ground unconscious, would you have to worry about the enemy striking you
Yes.
or dodging you
No.
because they're unconscious, and you know they're unconscious?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a challenge.
Okay.
My comment. Answer my comment. Don't let her die. Oh no! I banged Ranjit. Ranjit is going to be awkward. Ranjita. So did I cut the lion's PC Winter 10 or higher? You do not. NCR. My lion.
Can I do a perception check to make sure there's no more in the area?
Yeah. You could definitely try. That would be a nature check, actually.
But
You see nothing. I saw that roll.
yeah, and that one is not much better.
Basically, with your ranger skills, not as keen as they were since you got bitten in the shoulder by a lion, you're pretty safe to assume that there are no more lions in the area.
Anybody else got a better nature check?
Mine was nature of donk.
You are streaming for 3 more hours. No, I am not, Wolf. I'm not streaming until 5 a.m. my time. Anyways, so, you guys wake up the next morning, partially rested. You do not heal from your wounds because the fact that you did not, you can rest in trance for the rest of the time to get that long rest.
Yep.
Because you only have to be in trance for 4 hours. Alright, so, we're going to keep traveling.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
So you guys get to, but it's now getting very close to nightfall, and you get to the area where you were told that the goblins and the kobolds have been spotted.
Perception check?
You definitely check, unless you're looking for like footprints or anything, and then that would be
An investigation check.
yes. Try an investigation.
Nope. 8.
Not really nothing here. Just looks like a standard trail.
What do you got? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Havoc will do his best to help you. Apparently, Havoc must have gone to school for detectiving, as his investigation is 17. He stops the carriage and hops down from his spot. Speaking of which, animal handling.
Oh, God.
Nat 20. You guys are gliding like sideways. Just.
Okay.
And I keep wait, deja vu. You guys know the meme. It's fine. Anyways, it's basically he kind of goes down and he kind of looks at the sand areas and he points. Havoc's just like, Ranger, you might want to come down here.
Yes.
Hop out of the carriage.
Yep.
As you do so, you get a closer look at this, and Havoc starts pointing out that there are signs of battle.
You right.
I don't need to.
You don't need to roll because Havoc is pointing it all out to you.
Okay.
Because he rolled good.
He went, go there.
He's like, if you see here, you'll notice that there's been scuffle marks. But there is one thing weird. These don't look like just normal goblin tracks. They look like there's some kobold tracks here as well. Turns out YG must have gotten tipped properly. Roll for me. I want to finish it. Red the thief successfully kills a lion. You are streaming for 3 hours. No, we are not. We cut the lion's skin and made armor and got its meat. Oh, damn, that would have been a good idea, actually. You're a ranger. You could have done that. Wolf's trying to hypnotize you guys. Oh no. Seal it or eat it. A ghost in Winter's house. It's a good thing I live in an apartment then.
Yeah, it can go bugger.
I'm back. Static, welcome back to the chat.
Someone else off.
As a troll appears, what is your next move? No, it's not a troll. There's no trolls here.
Okay.
But anyways, would you like to roll a nature check to see if you can find where this is going?
Yes. 11.
You know, you can re-roll that. That hit people's dice. Try to keep it around right here, though.
That's what I.
That's better.
23.
Basically, upon using your nature knowledge of the normal kobold and goblin behavior, whenever they take stuff from caravans and stuff, or whenever they kill someone and they want to take their bodies for like meat or anything, typically they'll take them back to their caves. And as far as you can see from the from what Havoc has been pointing out, using your nature knowledge, you have a pretty good idea of which direction their cave and cave/den would be.
Okay. It looks like they went this direction.
Winter, I will come to Fargo and Pokey. You are streaming for another 3 more hours. No, we're not, Wolf. I can't be late for work.
You already every day.
Suddenly, a parrot lands on your shoulder.
Okay.
Seems to be a kind parrot.
I don't want a parrot.
Would that be
I
an
want a kobold.
animal handling?
Static.
Would that be an animal handling?
Careful. Seems to be a normal parrot, but he seems to be giving you warnings. It's almost as if he's watching.
You're always watching.
Anyways, so follow the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, the
we're
parrot's still on my
following
shoulder.
The leader.
That's
the
what you get for
parrot.
not skinning the lion. Between the normal goblins and the goblin sorcerer without a hat.
No, we just didn't think about it.
I am the parrot. A start.
A start.
Anyways, so now you follow the tracks, and it doesn't take very long for you to notice that there's a pretty decent-sized hole in the ground.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to investigate this hole?
That was an 11?
You notice that it is not. This isn't the work of a purple worm.
Oh, crap.
It isn't the work of a purple worm.
Is?
Is not. It seems to be carved out.
Which means... Well, that's a 6.
You just know that it's been carved out. It's artificially made.
Crap.
Not naturally made.
Yeah.
So, Havoc's just like, if I was a gambling man, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd say, Goblin's Den. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't see any caves anywhere near here in an open desert.
No.
Shadowy.
I think that'd be the best option.
Let's go get us a catapult.
Uh-oh. King Called has declared war on the rebels. Beware, there will be soldiers everywhere.
Oh boy.
Squawk, give me your dill pickles.
I don't have any dill pickles.
Yeah, my
I
chips,
wish.
they're mine. I should do more sand rolls for practice my sand witchery skills. Then go to bed like a normal person will do. Well, Wolf buddy, if you are tired, don't be afraid to go to sleep. But otherwise, if you just want to hang out, then go ahead, buddy. I won't be streaming for too much longer. So anyway, so you guys want to go down into the cave and investigate?
Yep.
All right. This cave, okay, so basically a picture of how this cave works. Picture kind of like a standard, like how a tunnel, like if we went down into like the sewers or something, like you know how you go down a ditch and like there's this circular opening.
Yep.
Picture it that way, and even as you go down, it's still a circular opening. Like there's always a roof above your head. But you'll notice that this roof is probably about 6 feet tall.
Okay.
So if any of you guys are 6 feet or taller, you may have to crouch.
I'm good. I'm 5'11".
My character's 6 foot, so he has to crouch slightly. Just slightly. Just like he walks.
I'm 5'3".
Yeah, you have no problem.
Yeah, you
But,
walk in like a champ.
Without even having to roll a perception check or anything, you guys can see that this place is littered with tracks.
No.
So
You said traps. I was like, oh boy.
no, not traps. You would have to roll for that. Unless the goblins or kobolds or whatever that are here are really lousy at setting traps.
Oh, that would be an investigation.
May actually be a human. Roll the dice. You are currently a parrot, Static, but you have the potential of becoming a human.
Are there any traps around with my 21?
With your 21, as far as you can see, it just seems to be a bunch of sticks that's holding the stand up.
I'll be
Okay.
right back. I'm gonna go let the cat out of the girls.
Maybe you might need to be careful.
Wait, did he roll an investigation check, right?
That's what I just did.
Yeah, that's what he just said. He rolled a 21. I just said that there are no traps here, but
You
there
just-
seems to be sticks that are holding up certain sides of the wall. Might just want to be a little careful. It seems like this tunnel was crudely made.
That
Don't.
makes sense.
Okay, I'm off to bed.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go.
Okay, radioactive Wolf night. Radioactive Wolf, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me. Dude, love your face. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you soon, but for now, stay frosty, my friend. Wait, Winter, for the rest of these streams, I will name myself according to the character I am. Duly noted, Called. I must gain strength to transform into a human, and I shall rest in Winter's backpack for now on. Why do you wolf? You'll be awake for 3 more hours. You go ahead, buddy. I carry a backpack around me everywhere I go because the backpack means more carry weight. Well, no, actually, that's not true, but more space for carrying. Better than trying to carry like 8 things in my hands.
I carry all my weapons on me. Got my dagger and my stick of stabbing people with,
Oh yeah, that spear you took off of the skeleton gladiator.
and my
By the way,
stick.
All right,
They
and
must have gave up finally.
anywho, so you guys want to go into this cave now?
Yes.
I thought we were in the
I know you guys are going deeper into the cave. Is what I mean.
yes.
You guys gonna roll me a stealth check?
Oh, hey, that's actually not bad.
16?
I like this roll here. The 18. Oh,
Not 20.
Nat 20. Sneak.
I am a Lightfoot.
But now let's talk about your heavy armored friend.
Oh boy! Well, hi, cat.
This is a thunder.
A wild thunder appears. Hello, cat.
He is the friendliest thunder we've ever seen. And he doesn't want to mess up our die rolls. Unlike my douchebag cat, Loki.
I'll make sure he doesn't go on the table.
Come here.
He really likes that table.
Yes, he does. No idea why. But anyways, I think I'm sneaking. That's an inside joke with all of us. But anyways, actually my stealth was at 18, so actually, let's see how well statics stealth dice is. Squawk! What are we doing here?
my
Squawk! What's going on? Squawk!
Gosh! Wait, that should probably be animal handling.
King Brian called the fourth.
6 for animal handling.
What'd you get, 6?
Yes.
No. Squawk!
Shush!
Winter, please, I want to be in the cave. Thunder, is that a new way to say a sandstorm is coming? Instead of it's like, oh, sorry! All of a sudden, you see this little goblin in robes. He seems to be, probably very young for a goblin. He just kind of looks at you.
Do you want me to be more quiet? Yes, we would love that very much, Static.
Oh.
Oh no.
Poor Red Death, you rolled a nat 1, you lose a limb. That's Red Death. You'll notice that this person, you'll notice that this goblin is wearing robes and it has a hat. And like in common and crude common, it says wizard. But it has a backward Z. And the D seems a little wonky. He just looks at you weird. Like not sure what to do. Good thing it's not my winger. Indeed.
Havoc.
Oh, okay. I mean, sorry. Yes.
It's okay.
What alias are you using? Was it a horse dog?
Gorstag.
Gorstag.
Well, question of the day.
What
I
should
could
we do?
I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work.
Alias number 5. This one isn't wanted yet.
Just a random shot in the dark. Havoc is going to speak Orcish at this goblin, praying that this goblin speaks Orcish. So he in Orcish he will speak. Finally, someone I can speak with about having these 2 slaves in my captivity. Persuasion of 16. Let's see if he understands me. Evens he does, odds he doesn't.
No boy.
Okay, I dropped my dice. My dice are huge. How did I drop it?
I
Drop
don't
it
know
like it's
how
hot.
you dropped it.
He understands. Yes. Now insight.
Good, because that was almost a 3.
This goblin runs away. Silently, but runs away. Winter can do the story of Juan. Juan the goblin sorcerer. Hopefully it goes better than Nimnak. It goes better than Nimriel, the wandering wizard. That's a story for another day.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, so this goblin kind of just runs away. That's not necessarily a good thing, because he runs in the direction of what looks like to be the most amount of tracks.
No.
Is he already out of sight, out of mind?
He's fast. He got away. He's out of sight, a line of sight.
I was gonna cast a spell.
Havoc's like, it is up to fate now.
I was gonna have him make a wisdom save.
But before, ear. Squawk! I sense danger! Squawk! Squawk! Static want a cracker!
I have animal handling of crap.
The water is full of sand.
I don't have animal handling apparently.
It seems like Static the parrot kind of calms down. I just rolled a die for him to calm down.
Oh,
He got
yeah.
a 14. He seems a bit more
My
chill
animal
now.
handling is crap.
Animal handling.
Can I
is
not
17.
squawk to be a parrot? Hey dude, it's been so long since the last stream I watched. Elite Gamer, welcome to the chat. And yes, it has been a little while. Glad to see you're here though, buddy. Anyways, so Stat kind of just calms down. He's just hanging out in Havoc's backpack at this point. Probably digging into his rations a
I
little
thought
bit.
he was still on my shoulder, but
No, he went into the backpack.
he moved to.
He's like Rowlet from the Pokemon series.
Okay.
Anyways, so you guys continue down. Do you want? There seems to be a handful of paths you could go. A little fork in the road with 3 different paths. You could either follow the path that the goblin went down.
But we don't know which path he went down.
He went down the one with the most tracks.
Yes.
He said that
Oh, that's
earlier.
right. Okay.
There seems to be 2 other paths here, though. One that seems to have a path, but it seems to be like a singular track through it. And then there seems to be one that's going up in a slant. No idea about any footing that is there.
Would it be in perception?
Oh, you see all this stuff. It's just a matter of which one you want to go to.
I think I have a die.
One where there may be a whole bunch of creatures, one where there may be only one creature, or maybe a place that may or may not have creatures there.
Should we leave this to chance?
I am eating your apples. How dare you eat my apples? I love my apples. Static. Gosh.
Should we
As
leave this
Red
to
Death-
chance?
Yes.
Let's. Oh, okay. See you later, Red Death. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, buddy. Dude, love your face.
Path 1, 2, and
Hopefully I
3.
can talk to you soon, but for now,
Got it.
stay bossy, Red Death.
We're leaving this up to fate, Casey.
Okay.
Die 3,
The echoing
roll.
squawk reaches all the way through the
2.
desert.
That's the middle route.
Okay, we're going down the middle run.
Going down the path? Okay, so you're going up the slant to where there may or may not be more goblins?
Yes.
We left a chance. I happen to have it at 3.
So you go upwards. It seems to be getting shorter as you're going up. As it goes from this, as it goes from the 6-foot path to about a 4-foot path.
No.
Oh no.
Can we crawl now?
Yeah, basically we're at a crawl or a crouch. Basically, if we do any checks here, it may be at disadvantage depending on what we're doing.
Okay. Well.
So you guys just keep following the path.
Yes.
You guys follow the path for probably about a minute or 2 until you get to a door.
No boy. Okay.
What do you do?
Well,
Investigate the door. 15.
15? It's a door. That's locked.
ooh, if
Rock, can I go on your shoulder?
What
Rock.
are you?
Sure, Static. You can go on my shoulder. You can see a noticeable parrot that's hanging out on Havoc's shoulder now.
hello, Static.
Also, Elite Gamer sends you a whole bunch of confetti, birthday balloons, and thumbs up.
Oh, thank you.
I'm being neglected. My eyes illuminate in a sort of flashlight. You're not being neglected, Static. You're hanging out with me on my shoulder. I notice your eyes are illuminated, though.
Does he have dark
Nope, I'm
vision as a
oblivious.
parrot?
It's that.
He's a magician. He can do it.
Yeah, he's a magician. He can see
Yeah.
everything.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
This is animal abuse, of course, Static says. Anyways, so the door's locked.
What do we do?
Turn around.
Havoc,
Unless anyone's got any lockpicks.
Havoc has an idea.
Oh boy. This should be good.
I could always
You
freeze the lock.
He attempts to twist the handle with his head.
What?
It doesn't work, and Havoc is going to take 3 points of damage. Basically, Havoc was thinking, "Oh, okay, I'll just kind of jimmy the handle until it gets open." But instead, he's just like, "You know what? I'll just headbutt
it." You know what? That seems like an idea.
Oh no. Way to start something, Havoc.
Yeah, way to start something, Havoc.
Winter, I'm going to sleep now. If someday you get back to the Sand Village, remember to visit my bar. Duly noted, YG.
With
what color am I? Parrot color.
with my nat 20 of awesomeness.
Sorry, gotta go. Bye, Winter.
Not a problem. YG, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us, buddy. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Love your faces. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to you soon. But for now, stay frosty, my friends. Anyways, so you guys, what did you roll?
Nat 20.
Nat 20 to
Jimmy.
Jimmy the handle. Oh yeah, you Jimmy the handle a few times, and all of a sudden you hear a clunk clunk. The door opens wide. Havoc kind of sits up.
Are we still stealthing?
Well, me and you are, and he is.
I think I'm stealthing. I got 18. I'm good.
Yes.
I mean, I did make actually because I headbutted that. I'm gonna see if I rolled. No, I did made any noise. Oh, I made lots. Of
noise. No.
That was a loud bang. That echoed through this cave.
Well, we are going to open the door and close it.
Perception of 16.
And relock the door.
You don't hear anything other than that bang. Close the door, lock it.
Yep. We locked ourselves in.
All right.
Hopefully.
That's the chaotic evil. Or chaotic neutrals.
Good thing you guys thought about taking care of your footprints as you were walking.
What?
What, you didn't stop to think, hey, guess what? All these guys left tracks in the sand as I was walking through here. Maybe my footprints won't leave an imprint.
What were we supposed to do? Drag something across with us?
You could have used, like, Havoc Shield.
Never thought about that. We didn't think these things through!
There's just a few things to keep you on your toes. Well, the door is locked, and they don't really notice anything. As far as you can hear, there's no. You hear a couple like muffled sounds, but like nothing really coming your way.
All right.
But you guys,
continue. What's in this room? I see.
The room is dark. I know you have dark vision, and so does Havoc, so we can kind of see what's in this room.
I see not a damn thing.
There is a candle. Would you like to light the candle?
Light the candle.
Yeah, I'll use a flint and steel to light the candle.
You light the candle, and you'll notice that this room is actually filled with items. Food, water, weapons, armor.
I'm gonna check
gold,
out their weapon stash.
Cauldrons.
Uh-oh.
Wait, you said
Cauldrons. As in...
Casey?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We froze. Oh, well.
Oh, we're good.
Okay.
We're back.
Purple, green, and blue.
What? Makes try cutting it with a blade. Quack, I can hold enchantments.
Yes, very much lag.
Abby has not died.
No.
Anyways, yeah. My note to self for Wintercasice, winter for later. Check computer settings for future reference. It could just be the fact that because the stream's going on for so long.
Probably.
Anyways, basically you guys look around and you see weapons, armor, gold, cauldrons,
Gold cauldrons.
gold and cauldrons, which is the currency that the king has.
Oh.
They're coins with the picture of King Called on there.
I'm gonna dig into some of that gold.
There is. This is pretty big.
I thought you also said there were kobolds in there too. I was like, what?
No.
I'd have been like,
There's probably about 100 gold pieces here. Big old bag.
Only
I'm
100?
gonna
Well,
put
I
it
mean,
with
these
my
aren't exactly
other-
rich people.
I'm gonna take.
They're robbing merchants.
I'm gonna take the 100 and put it in with the other 100.
And technically, it's 100 gold, but it's like a variety of like copper, silver, and gold. If you took the time to count it up, there's about 100 gold pieces there.
Oh, okay.
Probably about 4 or 5 bags. Sorry, I have to go for a sec, but I'm back. Welcome back, Mushy Animations. I'm surprised Abby did not die. Maybe all the items are just an illusion.
That was just. There's nothing here.
That would be an Arcana check, wouldn't it?
That would be an Arcana check.
You have Arcana of
I
amazing
have
awesomeness?
I have Arcana of Arcana. For short.
No,
I would have an 8
Nope.
with that.
I have
Whoa.
6.
Hey, Jacob, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us, buddy. Dude, love your
Okay,
face. Hopefully we'll
with
talk to you soon, but for now.
Arcana of 16?
16? Yeah, all the items are there.
They're real.
They're real.
So
Okay.
I
Abby,
thought.
so you think. I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm kidding, they're real.
Okay, Devin.
God, yes. I will say, Frosty, this is good. This is entertaining. This is entertaining stuff.
And
I'm having fun.
I'm gonna dip into the gold.
Okay, yep. Did you want to just grab, like, there's like 3 bags. So there's gold. There's some with gold, a lot with copper and silver, though.
Yes.
Yes.
I have 3 bags. You said.
I should let you know that it's going to weigh a decent amount.
Maybe you want to...
I'll take 2 bags.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not going to weigh, like, too much. It's going to weigh probably, like...
I don't remember.
It's gonna weigh, like, probably, like, 10 pounds each.
Don't remember how you
Oh,
do that.
that'll be good. That'll be good. I'll take 3.
But it's only because it's a bunch of silver and copper.
Yep. And copper and silver way more, I guess.
Exactly.
I got 3
Well,
bags.
wait, because you have to have more.
True. 3 bags of cash.
Yeah, it's like all equaling up to 100 gold pieces.
I won't worry about counting it yet.
Not until we're
Yep.
in the safety of our...
If if no one saw me taking this, I won't split it. But if you saw me, I will happily.
You
split
didn't roll for stealth there, so
Okay.
we all saw you.
So you're going to just...
it. Okay.
Suddenly you
Weapons.
hear, suddenly on the outside of the door,
Uh-oh.
Okay. No
you
weapons.
hear, I think there might be intruders here. What? What are you talking about? But this is all goblinoid. Only Havoc knows what's going on. All of a sudden you hear an English voice. What do you mean an intruder? What kind of intruder? All of a sudden the door bursts open to...
Question. Do Knowles and...
No speak English. Don't speak English. They speak goblinoid, and actually they can speak common. Not fluently, but they can speak common for the. They can.
Because I believe as an elf, I can understand.
Is he a chimpanzee companion or no?
You're still a parrot. You rolled a 6. You rolled a 6. You can't see, but it's a 6. It's a 6.
It looks more like a pentagon.
It's a 6.
Well, you're showing me this part, not the number.
Oh, right here. Grabs 12 gauge shotgun loads. Points toward enemies. The life of a parrot. Oh, poor Static.
Alternatively, you can select 2 races of humanoids such as gnolls or orcs as favored enemies.
So would you like gnolls or orcs?
Oh, I can choose them alternatively.
I would let you know that if you do choose orcs, you naturally hate Havoc. Because he's half
can't
orc.
Be good. That won't be a good thing. We can't hate Havoc.
Havoc's kind of the only one keeping you guys alive.
I don't know.
Well, that's why I said I can alternatively go between the 2.
Too true. So, just go between the 2?
Right now, yeah.
But, yeah, in perfect common, you hear, what do you mean intruders? As the door flies open, you see a tall man
very muscular in strength, walks in. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
No!
He's
Well,
turned
I guess
into-
at least then we start an encounter, don't we?
FBI, open up! Hold on. It's like, oh my god, intruders! Wait.
Static will now show his true form, as he will become human. And he will stop and say, stop! You will not hurt these people. I am Static, and I have wandered the realms for many, many years. I will destroy you if you do not walk away. And that is where we'll end the stream.
Yay!
Tune in next week.
And we get 1 experience point for killing the lion.
Actually, experience points for killing the lion, you actually each get 150 experience points. A decent amount for the lion.
150.
Yes. Technically, it's 450 experience, but it's split 3 ways. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for with these. What the end?
You're gonna have to
I wonder
actually.
I'm back, and who said I left? I don't know. That was cringe, but okay. Yeah. Anyways, yes, guys. Well, I mean, it's not the end. The story isn't over, but we are going to just pause it for tonight, and we will continue. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to start a fresh story next week, or if we're just going to continue with this story. You guys can let me know in the Discord or the chat. If you want more, and let me know after the stream is over. Leave in the comments if you want to see more content like this. If I get enough people saying they want to see more, then maybe we'll do this and make this a weekly thing on Sundays. That would be fun. We'll maybe even start a little bit earlier so that you guys can maybe so it's not so late for you guys. But for now, guys. Oh, stay cold. I love your face. Oh god, that was really fun. Love your faces and stay frosty. So.
Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. If you liked it, make sure you press down on that like button like there's no tomorrow. And hopefully, guys, we'll get to see every single one of you in the next video. Make sure you take care and you stay frosty. See you later, guys. Wave bye to the people, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you guys later.
I was about to say you actually have to get up to